How are we doing, you sexy motherfuckers? Here we are again. We are essentially finished. That's a lie. Doing a lot of that these days. But no, all the big shit is done. These guys, well, because I've just realised I've got pigment coming, so trust me, I've got an entire Deathwing army to tie to their base and more damage. But there's also another lie because I said I was doing chaos next, but after using the airbrush, I was able to get these bad boys to this sort of state. Like, they're not finished by no means, but they were able to get this state in fucking relatively short time at all. Don't like how Skeleton Horde comes out of the airbrush though. And then Pallid, the paint that I hate the most in the world, it fucking, it was just constantly clogging. So there's got to be a different, better way of fucking different set of paints or something, air paints. But considering yesterday I went to uh, I went to spray the couple of heads that I hadn't already painted. So by the way, just a couple of them are already completed. So yeah, we got. So you got these bad boys. Open. Fucking camera. Am I dead? Did it drop? Is it broken? Damn it, this thing is useless. The fuck is wrong with you? Let me see. And why is it so fucking dark? Why has that happened? So these are some of my fucking. This guy's just like smashed someone's weapon out of the way and he's about to take their head clean off. And then we've also got our man, our Blade Guard captain. He turned out alright. Even the writing. I'm not great at script at all. I don't know if you can actually get a good. I managed to get something on it. I was going to try and get some object source lighting and stuff like that, but I'm too afraid to do it with airbrush yet. I'm not that far up. But there we go. I don't know how close we can get without this camera shitting itself. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Still have an idea for rondels and stuff like that to make the two halves of the section unique. the same time, it's a lot of pain in the ass, and I'm already. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, there's a whole point of this, isn't we? We are far from done. And I think I need more green stuff, but I'm not sure. Can never judge it right. I always get some of it, and I'm like, oh, that's all. That, that'll be too little, and then it's fucking huge amounts, and then end up leaving more. Right, so the other guy doesn't need any. It is just you three. I need to find. I had an actual great day yesterday. I didn't stream, but as but I did come on, and I was just I was just trying to get those little bits finished up, and I just stuck on some music, and what turned from a little bit turned into, well, it wasn't that well, it was long enough, but it wasn't that long. Turned into an actual sort of, ugh, fuck no. So yeah, I just sat here all day. Doing bugger all. I might need more of that. I might need a lot more of that. Is that head? That head is done. So where are you? So you are actually finished, but at the same time, I've got you glued here for a reason. Give me. Where's my cotton bud? Get. How does that look? I was gonna put the. I was actually gonna cut the plasma pistol off and then make it look like he was holding a shield, and then after that, I was like, no, but it's the 41st millennium. I could have the shield maglocked to the thing, so when I started trying to pose it, I just realised that the shield, no matter which way I was putting it, wasn't going to look fucking good. So the shield is now attached to his back. So this guy's blocking an overhead strike. He is literally, and then he's just going to shoot him in the fucking chest with a plasma pistol. He'll be on the front line. However, I'm going to take this head out right now so that can dry, and then I know it'll fit into that position. May actually have to do a wee bit because I thought that would depress more. But you might actually see some of the rubber joint seals, so I might actually have to marry that up. God damn it! You always think you're finished, and then there's always a little bit more to do. Fucker. Right, what am I looking at? Where is it? So this head's also finished. I think, yeah. I really like this method. This is a better method than the way I was doing it. Yeah, power. Ugh! This guy, like, I don't know how anyone was supposed to get a decent head on him or a decent pose. Like, with those things in there, maybe I didn't get the shoulder placement right or whatnot, but this is a smaller head than fucking your standard fucking things. And like, I love the pose. Like, I'm just gonna slice you in two. It is like one of the best poses. One of the things that annoys me a lot about sort of the miniatures is they're supposed to be on a battlefield, and you've got a lot of them standing around doing absolutely hee haw, whereas some of them look fucking fantastic. Like this guy, he's fucking just. He's about to run you through an energy sword that separates your molecules at the molecular level. That's fucking terrifying. And probably burns all your. Well, I don't know, would it? I doubt it would actually fucking fry you a crisp like Caramelized would, but it would certainly rip you in two. So yeah. I actually really like the old Dark Angels helmets. I'm not too sure about the new ones from the upgrade kit. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a bit of me that thinks that they tried to keep the same sort of vibe going as the originals, but have somehow it's not as sharp. They're kind of rounded right, and for the last major pain in the ass. This is the bit that you've got to tune in for because, or this is the bit that you're tuning in for, is because I don't know if you can see these things properly either. I like these heads, but such a pain in the ass to get on the inside of them. And I've got it out of focus again. Where the hell are you? Obviously, I've got to paint the 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 thing, which I will do in a minute. But I need to get these guys actually, or one of the heads, sort of positioned because this guy I think is the worst one. Love that. Just break that off, and then I'll re-glue it, and then we'll paint it. We'll clear it up in a bit. And then once we've got these guys painted and done, we can then go into the green on the Terminators, and then see if we can. I don't know if we'll finish the Terminators today, but we'll certainly get them knocked out, and then that's another fucking squad. And at that point, I don't think I've got, apart from my Black Knights, which I don't want to start on yet, because I want to try the black armour, so then I will go on to Chaos. I need to be looking down the sights. There's no fucking point in having a gun without. But I do not believe that this fucking. That works. That's pretty much. He's actually aiming. I mean, this is the problem with fucking. This is the problem with a lot of GW fucking stuff. Is it's supposed to be. Like they said this is true scale, but it's still not true scale. There's so many things that I had to do to Like I moved around some arms and stuff like that to try and fucking camera. I hate this camera. I'm gonna have to go get like something that's like a couple of grand's worth just to make this work, innit? But yeah, there's a load of them that I had to like cut the trim off their shoulder pad and all sorts of stuff simply because there was absolutely no way that, like, take, what is he? This guy. So this guy isn't much different from the actual what they had in the box, but I really didn't like the Indomitus box because they were all just fucking wandering about in the middle of a battlefield. So this is, I think, coming into what the sword fighting lot would call a cut three. He's done 1, 2, and he's sort of pulled the blade back, and he's coming in to cut the guy in half. But to get that to work, I ended up having to cut a whole chunk out of the trim and then sort of move it round to actually get it into place. So, like, if it was going to be true scale and all the rest of it, they should be able to have full motion with their arms, because there ain't no way in the 40,000 years that you ain't gonna have a fucking suit of tank armor that you can't fucking do basic movements in. But that was always GW's problem. Scale was always an issue. I did the same thing with this guy. I didn't want him walking around, and I actually was, this guy's sort of in the wrong sort of pose because I wanted it to make it look like I was actually going to move the shield further up, so he was like bracing against the wall and he was going to come down and off them. But that was a pain in the ass, and then I had to slice up all the trim around his shoulder pad simply because it would not fit. Would not do it. Am I talking to myself again? Is this fucking thing cut out? No. Sweet. So, well, once I've got the heads painted up, and I'll probably start on the thing, but I will. And just so you know, this guy's getting the same other one of them, but his actually fit. I think that was all the new ones that I've done. At the end of it, I'll put on Reddit a picture of all the sort of stuff that I've gotten. Still need to work on the cloth. Still need to get better at doing the cloth. But I want it to look like he just sliced something in two, deactivated his blade, and is just getting the mucus and shite off of it. But nearly there. I need to find. Skeleton Horde is weird because it's like literally just staining the paint, and then if you make a mistake on it, it's a massive sort of effort to try and fix it. And considering how fast you can work with airbrushes and stuff like that, like, I really didn't like initially how it came out. Like, it's glossy, where it's not glossy on the other models when it's been applied by brush. And then the palette, the worst color in the world. Why I can never say it. Pallid witch flesh, pallid light witch flesh. What is it? This fucker. Pallid witch flesh. That one. I hate that paint. Absolutely worst paint in the world. Just no matter what happens, as soon as it's down, it's dry, and you try and thin it out. You try and thin it to get it in the airbrush, and you get it super thin. It doesn't look like it's got any problems with it. You start putting it through the edge box, it starts clogging up. No matter how much fucking thinner's in it. I don't know if it's just my pot, But it's always been like that, and I hate it. It's a pain in the ass. But I was super happy with just how, like, they're decent. I think they're by nowhere near the best. Some of the transitions are horrible. A lot of the, like, because I edge highlighted them normally. Well, at least the armor points. I haven't done the gold or that yet, and I haven't even put the green on, or I haven't even sort of done any of the, like, Basilicanum Grey over sort of, like, parts of the gold, or because I like my gold to be dark. Like, the Dark Angels are supposed to, like, shrug off, like, the laurels and all the rest of the sort of shit. They're there to get shit done and all the rest of it. They're not giving a fuck about the bling, supposedly. So, like, even if they've got gold on them, it's not supposed to be, you know, fucking jumping down your throat. Uh, but aye. So enough shite chat, because, you know, I actually want to get these guys finished. I certainly want the blade guard that I can actually, well, I need to get some varnish, I need to go into town, but I've been saying that for about a week. But once they are, yeah, once this fucking pigment arrives, I'm not going to stream that, because no one gives a fuck about that. But once the pigment arrives, get them tied to their base and varnished, and then hopefully GW stuff doesn't fucking, it's only varnish I've ever used, but it can be fucking hit and miss. It's dangerous shit. And if I do varnish it and it does all bubble up, then I'll be doing damage for weeks. Ah! Right, where am I? Where is it? What the fuck? You've got me losing my mind. Right, so we'll get on with these guys. We'll get the green on them. And then hopefully, well, we'll leave them by the end of the stream, or by later on in the stream. Those fucking that green stuff will have started to cure, and then all I'll need to do is paint it up, and then we'll put all these bad boys to it. Oh, but there we go. I'm losing heads already. Fucking finished, cunt. Don't you roll away, because if you do that and I lose you, what am I gonna do next? Right, where are we at? We're doing green, aren't we? So, considering we start from a really light colour anyway, I'm gonna have to get white back on it. Not that one. That one. I've got a new list. Well, I was playing around with a list with what I've got, so I can put, like, knights, 2 standard squads of Terminators. It's only a 1,000 point list because of I've realised that all my local areas, the ones who are gaming, they're not doing like 2,000 point battles. Obviously, because shops and stuff like that want money and they don't want 6 hour games and shit like that. But I was like, oh, I can put 4 Blade Guard down, I can put a squad of Knights, I can get 2 lots of Terminators. And I'm like, oh, it looks really cool. But I don't think they've got anything above, I don't, like, when I'm looking at it, unless Knights get into close combat, I'm pretty sure that even with Righteous Repugnance and all the rest of it, they ain't fucking. The power of the Dark Angels is in the Green Wing, I think, and it's because you can put blocks of, like, say you put in knights and 2 squads of Terminators and all the rest, and you got that in 1,000, then you take a patrol detachment. And I'm dying to buy a Whirlwind because I just want to be able to sit there and do the old fucking sit at the back and fucking drop fucking missiles from afar. Hitting on twos. And I'm not exactly sure, I can't remember the profile, but there's a bit of me that's like, that would just fucking... No, I didn't actually. We want this to still be really, really, really fucking thin. Need to find some either. I keep you watch some of the tutorials and you watch some of the actual videos, and like they've got this like nondescript, lovely sort of chilled out music, and it's obviously not copyrighted or anything like that. And I found myself like there's a I don't even know if he is a painter because you don't know if it's him. You just see this guy and it's a voiced over sort of painting tutorial or whatnot. So like maybe he's a really good painter or not, but where he's from. But when it comes to like obviously getting his videos in English for whatever reason, he gets somebody to go and like do the voiceover, and it's like it's funny. And I'm not saying it's bad either. It's just funny, and it's one of them. But he's always got this great music in the background. I find myself just going to watch his videos simply because, not because of what he's trying to teach or any of the rest of it. It's just because of the total chilled out music. Although I sat here yesterday, literally, fucking sat here yesterday just painting away, and I had like Metallica and Five Finger Death Punch and all the rest of it on it, and it was absolutely fantastic. But I can't do that here, which is really fucking sad. And I'm pretty sure at some point in time, GW would be like, why are you fucking listening to audiobooks on stream? And it's like, well, you don't get the whole thing anyway. You're only going to get a part because I take it away and I fucking listen to it at the night time and all the rest of the sort of shit. Or if I'm walking or going anywhere or doing anything. But I hear it. Which I should actually put it on right now because I think I had Throne of Light on last night and I fell asleep and it finished. So I've got no fucking clue where it is. I had done this in a way that certain things were going to be lighter and certain things were going to be darker, and I've just fucking ruined it. So here we go. There we go. So I think that's obviously going to need to dry, but once that's done, get the warp lightning out. Let's get these Terminators looking more Dark Angel, yeah. Or Basilicanum Grey. Basilicanum Grey. Let's get the blacks now in case I need to do some fixer uppers or any of the rest of the sort of shit there is. Ugh. Nearly get through it. Oh no. Oh, well, this is just gonna be sludge. God damn it. It's still dark enough. Ugh. Maybe not. Around the silver is doing alright. In fact, around the silver is doing fine. Right. I don't know if I will. Nah, I don't think I will take a second coat of it. Pigment pushing. Yeah. So this is always a fucking pain in the ass. Just asking you to make fucking mistakes, isn't there? Well, you've done a wonderful edge highlight. It'd be a shame if you ran a big dirty bit of fucking black through it. Fuckers. Because this bit is supposed to be dark. This is the vents. I don't want little bits. I try and make it look, when I sprayed it on and I put the highlights on, that like the top was highlighted, like the top of it was catching the light and the bottom of it wasn't, or wasn't getting as much of it. But kinda, for that whole effect to work, I'm gonna have to get, god damn it, like, because when he stands up and the light hits from the top, that all catches, and then the center puts in darkness, and then the bottom catches again, like, so the light is there, so when it comes to actually doing the highlight on the vent, it'll start very small and then get gradually larger towards the bottom, as if like more light's getting into it. But I need it to be dark in the fucking first place. Well. Why is that even on? God damn it. Right, I'm gonna get an audiobook on soon. Like now, once I've fucking finished this a little bit. I don't know why I actually chose to try and do this thing individually, considering the whole fucking lot is going to be Basilica, and I'm not, well, apart from the thing in the centre, and I think I will actually get a little bit more in certain places. I want it to be dark. Right, 2 minutes. It looks like no one's coming to say hello, so I'm gonna get, where the fuck is it? There it is. I'm sure Audible screwed me.
Chapter 25. Tremors.
That's about
An
right,
assassination.
I think.
Lakrante pursues again. Trumpets sounded with increasing frequency, warning of the imminence of the particle tempest. The tremors started soon after. They were slight at first, and hardly noticeable under the throb of the underground city's machines. But Rostov sensed them, for they were each preceded by a bow wave of psychic energy. These were initially weak, but as he stalked Tolman through the network of tunnels and walkways threading the ceiling of Srinagar, they grew stronger, until the pulses of the warp were enough to affect even non-psychers, if in subtle ways. He saw it when he passed galleries looking down on the streets. People stopping dead and looking around in confusion, not knowing why they felt the chill of death on their souls. Tolman left the Undercity network by another official stair and went out through busy streets. He was making no effort to hide himself, but walked easily through the people, eyes forward, certain of where he was going. He headed unerringly west, and Rostov suspected he was heading for the mountain routes of the astropathic relay. Tolman was moving quickly, and the city was small. Before long, they came out into the great square that marked the edge of the cavern settlement, the beginning of the domain of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. The mountain was largely cut off from Srinagar Civitas. The main access route was overland, up a long, steep set of monumental stairs that headed through a pair of gargantuan armored gates and into the mountain a mile away. The stairs rose up from a wide plaza within the city, backed by cliffs to the south, and the city to the north and west, contained in a vast artificial cubic cavern, out of which the stairs led up a perfectly formed incline cut into the planet's crust. Currently, the stairs were blocked, covered over by the largest shutter Rostov had yet seen. The stairs were all beautifully carved and surrounded by exquisite statuary, in good condition, unlike elsewhere, but the shutter was ribbed and ugly, forged of rusty plasteel, entirely utilitarian. The stair road was closed, but people still needed to get into the mountain. On the cliffs to the east were subsidiary stairways that climbed via a series of steep switchbacks to three small tunnels, all heavily defended, that went underground to the mountain and the relay within. These were crowded, and getting more so as people abandoned the main flight. Huge queues of functionaries and workers were forming, stretching back from these lesser gates and down into the square. At the top, enforcers of the Lex assisted Adeptus Astra Telepathica troops in performing laborious security checks. Tolman was heading up the cliff stairs, pushing his way through the queues. Rostov increased his pace and was soon shoving into the thickening crowd. A psychic jolt rolled out from the relay. When it hit Rostov, it was like a lumen bulb burning out in his mind. For a moment, he heard the thoughts of the crowd around him, bringing on a spell of dizziness he fought off with difficulty. The ground shook again. He assumed the tremors were unusual. They were alarming enough to the citizens of Srinagar that they stopped and looked up. There was the collective short intake of breath that humans make when peril presents itself. A surprised, fearful sigh. He continued elbowing his way forward through the uneasy populace. "Chilka, where are you?" he voxed. "Out of sight," she replied. She always got surly when obliged to keep hidden.
Yeah.
She wanted to walk freely abroad. As on most Imperial worlds, that was not possible. "Concentrate," he said. "We are working here. Report now." "I'm following you, Leonid. I'm up in the walks above the main way. I can see you both, you and the target." He glanced up. From beneath, the network of pipes, walkways, conduits, and the general miscellany of Imperial infrastructure seemed to infest the cabin ceiling like vines. "Can you get into a position for a clear shot?" "Always. Do you want me to take him?" "Hold for my order," he commanded. "Yes, Leonid." "Antoniato," he voxed. "I'm following you, following him. If you need backup, I can be with you in about 5 seconds. Never mind me. Eyes on Tolman. Make sure he doesn't slip away." "Understood." "Out of my way. Official business," Rostov said. The crowd was thickening. Progress
That's
was
not gonna be
slow.
good. I mean, at the end of the day, if he's a psycho and he's just thinking and screaming at people that you're on official business, people will be like,
When they looked into his eyes, they saw his authority and tried to get out of the way, but it wasn't enough to force passage. Soon he might have to reveal his office, and then the game would be up. His vox bead chimed with Lacrante's signifier. "Inquisitor." Lacrante sounded wary. "I hear you," Rostov said. Tolman was making his way up the steps, not paying attention to the people he pushed his way through, but looking upwards, always towards the mountain. He reminded Rostov of a rich man who had traveled years to see a particular cathedral or set of ruins, and once the object of his pilgrimage was in his sights, wandered directionless towards it, caught between great joy and lassitude. Now his quest was over. "It might be nothing, but I've spotted someone else who is trailing Tolman. What are your orders?" Rostov was seized by an intense curiosity, so much that he had to check his impulse to turn about and search the crowds. "Are you sure?" "Sure as I can be. He's no expert. Looks shaky. Too obvious, maybe. I could be wrong. He could be nervous about something else. But I think he was following Tolman until he hit the square. He has a hand
fucking edge
said
highlight. I
something.
did all the edge
He's
highlighting
turned back
first.
now. Do you want me to break off and pursue?" "I trust your instincts," Rostov responded.
Don't get me wrong, nowhere near finished.
A great swell in the warp sent sparks shooting around Rostov's vision. He stumbled, and the frightened babble of the crowd closed over his head.
Once the green's on, then we'll
His
start
view of the
shaping
world
up.
cut out to be replaced by a great orb of fire, a seated figure silhouetted before
him. Oh, this guy, I forgot.
The vision made him gasp.
He's got
When the
stone
image
all
cleared,
over him.
he was on the floor, pinning a minor adept to the ground. The man shouted something at him. Rostov heard nothing but a ringing in his ears. He got back up, reeling. He searched the crowd for Tolman, seeing him getting closer to the weather entry to the mountain, but staring past it still, like he could see through the stone to the beacon beyond. The ground shook hard. Alarms rang from multiple quarters. Stressed metal sang as it parted high above in the tangle of pipes and catwalks. A shower of bolts rained into the crowd. Screams punctuated the worried murmur of the people, which itself was rising in tone and volume. Another tremble in the fabric of being. This one was huge, a rogue blast of storm wind, terrifying in its strength and unanticipated speed. The hairs on Rostov's neck prickled with foreboding. "Something significant is about to happen," Rostov voxed his followers. "Be ready." The weather trumpets blared a sharp, frantic tune. Rostov half caught the translation on his arm slate. A horribilis scale astral event. All caution urged. The psychic wave hit him first, lifting his soul up and threatening to tear it free of his body, to drown in the depths of the Empyrean. The vision returned tenfold in strength, smiting him to his core. Burning into his third eye, the warp eye that hid within the spirit of all creatures, was a vision in gold. It was a person. It seemed to be a child, but at the same time a man, and then a woman, fully grown, then a babe. The features were indistinct, multiple variations existing on top of each other, so Rostov could not be sure what he looked at. As before, the figure was seated, surrounded by a halo of brilliant flame, though it too burned with unbearable fires. And then it stood from a seated position and opened its arms, and a great emittance of light radiated from all around it, smiting Rostov with a physical force that had him cry out. The earthquake followed hard on the heels of the vision, rolling out from the mountain and across the land. With a squealing roar, part of the infrastructure came free of the cavern's ceiling and fell at a ponderous rate that seemed contrived. When it hit the ground, the people screamed, scattering from it and trampling each other in their panic. Rostov was shoved in every direction, still half blinded by the vision. Metal folded itself up and laid itself down, crushing people to red smears against the square. Rostov was lifted from his feet and carried back by a surge tide of panicked humanity, and almost dumped on the floor, where he would surely have been crushed. One of his gloves was ripped free, and his fingers trailed across cheeks, reading secrets, sorrows, and private joys. They came in such fast succession, once more the Empyrean threatened to overwhelm him. From the peril, he found his strength. "Stop!" he shouted. A wash of psychic force burst from him, stunning the people around him. They toppled as one, falling in stacks like piles of dropped index cards. Rostov was mired in them and struggled to escape their tangled limbs. He got up onto the pedestal of a statue. People were scrambling for escape, running blind. This was not solely the result of the earthquake. He could feel their fear. They had seen what he had seen. An aftershock rumbled. One of the ugly hablocks collapsed with a shattering roar and a cloud of dust. Servo skulls were sweeping down from ceiling roosts. Throaty engines growled as units of enforcers and emergency Medicaid teams tried to push their vehicles into the crowd. There was screaming coming from the southern edge of the stair plaza, where the crowd had funneled itself into a series of small doors to escape, with predictable results. A grav skiff hissed overhead, bearing a team of 4 local Lexmen. Sanctioners, peacebringers, lawgivers, whatever they called that grade of heavily armed headbreaker on Srinagar. 3 servo skulls flanked them, and a cherub carrying a heavy voxmeter that broadcast the voice of one of the enforcers out to the crowd. "Halt! Cease all movement! The danger is past! The danger is past! Halt! Cease all movement!" Rostov looked up the stairs towards the weather tunnel entrances. Many of the people between had crouched down, frightened or dazed by what they had experienced. This afforded him a view to the top. Tolman was looking right back at him. The mind that puppeted the Operarius was powerful. Rostov could feel that, and in return, it recognized him for what he was: Inquisitor and Witch. A gunshot rang out.
Witch.
The crowd flinched. Splinters flew from the wall by Tolman, and he ducked. The enforcers banked round on their skiff. The men around the vehicles at the edge of the square began shouting and fanning out, then bludgeoned their way into the crowd. Another shot followed, and this one found its mark. Tolman went down. "Chilka,
Red,
fire!"
no.
Rostov voxed.
Well, yes,
"It
it will be
wasn't
red.
me. It
It's
wasn't
tiny.
me,
I don't know
damn
if I'm
it
going to be able
all,"
to get a
said
fucking
Chilka.
decent
"I would have
jewel
hit
in
him
that.
first time. It came from
Green,
the other side of the
red,
plaza."
green, red.
Rostov looked to the north, over
These
the
are
marble
going to
square
turn.
and
These
the
are going
lower
to be done
flights of the
white and
grand
then in
stair.
stone.
He saw nothing but the dull, uninspired local architecture. Then a flash in a window caught his eye. He turned to it just as the window blew out on an orange pillar of fire. "Gods of old waters! The shooter suicided himself," said Chilka.
Wow.
This last act had the enforcers in uproar. They were moving through the crowd to the fallen Operarius and forcing their way to the blast
You know
site
what,
with
that
a
can be a different one.
characteristic lack
I
of
can make some
gentleness.
of them different.
Rostov cursed under his breath. The situation was escalating beyond
I'm
his
hungry.
control.
And I'm out of coffee, and I'm out of juice.
Get to the
What?
shooter's position.
I really didn't prep before I came in to do this, did I?
I'll get up to Tolman.
I bet you can, or missed the little vents. Why have they got vents on the maglock boots? You know what I mean?
Oh, Leonid.
It's a shame all these guys, you know, I've just spent God knows how long making like pretty close to 2,000 point fucking Deathwing lists, and they're gonna be fucking useless now
He received no reply.
once we get 4 Wound Primaris Terminators, isn't it?
Down your tail, voxed Chilka. I watched him head off north, out of the plaza, into a street near the blast zone. Vox reception's patchy out that way. A lot of induction machinery pumping water for the geotherm plants. Keep trying him, said Rostov. I'm going to be busy. It's time to let them know the Inquisition is here. He shoved his way through the dazed people, only then making the bottom of the steps. They mounted up before him, carved into the rock. He got up the first 3 flights before an enforcer stepped in front of him, shotgun aimed to kill. Be about your business, citizen. The muzzle of the gun prodded Rostov's chest. There is an active investigation in progress. Beyond the Lexman, others worked, rounding up the locals. Servo skulls buzzed over the murder scene.
It just does
Rostov
not go.
opened his hand. His inquisitorial seal hung from its chain, Ruby winking. You will find I have my own investigation, and it is of higher priority. I am Leonid Rostov of the Empress Inquisition, Ordo Xenos, and you will let me pass. The man Lacrante was trailing had peeled away and set out back into the city by the time the first psychic pulse hit. Being a non-psyker, Lacrante did not see what Rostov saw, but felt the wave as a nauseating unease that rolled up and threw him from his bowels, hitting its height at the back of his throat. The following tremor shook the buildings. Flakes of rock split from bare walls and haplocks alike. There was a market off in a square to the side, and open-fronted shops whose slanted, closable fronts mimicked the great sky shutters. Srinagar's subterranean nature prompted a love of light among its people, and there were a great many lamps for sale that jangled and chimed as the earthquake passed through them. The tremor caused Lacrante's target to look back. He caught sight of Lacrante, his eyes widened in fear, and he sped up. Throne, take it! I've been made, he voxed. He got a jagged magnetic warbling instead, then realized he was close to the district power plant. He was on his own. His target was a small man, bald, thickening about the middle. He looked to be reasonably wealthy by the world's standards, with a well-cut suit of clothes that had enough luxury trim to mark him out. The most conspicuous thing about him was a cravat of a soft yellow held in place at his throat by a large diamond pin. The weather trumpets were blaring their warnings, and verbal notifications were broadcast from Vox towers at the corners of a junction down the street, but the road was busy with people living their lives. A good deal of them looked to be workers turned back from the mountain road, going home early. They were heading in the same direction as Lacrante and the fugitive, but with that treacly slowness of people with no urgency, who are used to the risks of their own environment. People always seemed to Lacrante to have no clue how short life was, how little time they had to get anything
I totally
done,
understand
and it
this,
angered him.
and it angers
He went
me,
sideways, prizing
just
gaps
like it
open with his
angers me
shoulder,
right
warded off
fucking now.
muttered complaints with a scowl. The target glanced back again, with that half-hopeful look of the pursued that their hunter has given up. On seeing Lacrante again, he hurried himself. Lacrante pushed on. As he neared a junction, the second psychic pulse burst its way through the city's collective soul, and everything in the crowded streets felt it. That time, Lacrante caught a glimpse of a painful light, and a figure seated, staring at him from a featureless face. It hurt him to see. Migraine stars exploded in his mind, and his legs nearly gave out. He had to stop a moment, brace himself against a tenement wall, and pinch the bridge of his nose. He shook the lights away. People had stopped everywhere, dazed, not a few of them wearing slack expressions of horror. The target was clutching his head, but still staggering forward. Lacrante shook off the after-effects of the pulse and shoved the crowd aside. You! He shouted. Stop! The tremor hit, and his target ran. Lacrante swore. He sprinted down hardtop that convulsed under his feet like a serpent. Glass shattered in windows. A stall of cloth collapsed. Alarms clamored from every quarter. He heard something break in the square behind him, and screams, thin at that distance. Let the others deal with that. Lacrante's attention was on his target. The little man was fat, but fussed, impelled by fear. "Wait!" Lacrante shouted. "Hold there! I need to talk to you!" His words only sped the man on. The tremor subsided. The man took a sudden turn to the right, ducking under colored awnings into an alleyway hidden between two buildings. The klaxons of Lex enforcement vehicles honked down the road. Heavy transports grumbled past as Lacrante turned into the alley and found a narrow set of stairs rising up into an archway carved into the stone. The target's lack of fitness was beginning to tell. He was slowing, stumbling on the worn steps and slipping in accumulated
So he's fast,
garbage.
but yet slow.
"Just stop!" shouted Lacrante. "I'm not going to hurt you."
Ah, you
The
fucking
man
are.
didn't believe him, probably with some justification. It was a promise Lacrante could not keep. The target reached the top, where he vanished off to the left. Lacrante ran after him. He passed the corner warily, cautious of ambush, but the man was intent only on flight, and panted off into a tunnel, very roughly carved into the rock, barely wide enough for Lacrante to move down without scraping his knuckles on the sides or banging his head on the ceiling. Part of it had collapsed. He caught the man trying to burrow his way through the rockfall,
So,
a task that was clearly beyond him.
green.
"You
When
there!"
you start doing white,
Lacrante
you can
pulled
be
his
red.
last pistol.
When I do that, is
"Turn
red. They
around
can be black,
slowly,
and that
and
can
I'll
be
go
white.
easy on you." A rock
Or
clattered
stone.
down the pile of broken stone. There was a gap at the top, big enough for an infant to wriggle through. The back of the man's head angled up. There was a hopeful tension in his body. "Don't even think about it. You're not going to get through there. Turn around. I only want to talk. I don't want to shoot you." The man let out a little whimper that could have been a laugh or a sob. "They all say that." The man turned around.
The guy's right.
And not
Coffee
going
and
anywhere,
water,
he knew it.
juice, something.
"That's what they told me you'd say when you came for us. And now you're
Back
here."
in 2.
"Why were you
Fuck.
following Gilbert?"
What have I done?
"Was I?" he said. He made the strange little noise again. He was faking courage. Tears were gathering in the dust at the corners of his eyes. "Don't be stupid. Why were you following him? And my master, Inquisitor Rostov?" He threw the name in to see what happened.
What the fuck is
The effect was remarkable. The little man's face crumpled. "An Inquisitor? Oh my! Oh no! Oh, this is it! This is the end! This is..." He licked his lips. An amount of fortitude showed on his face. He moved his tongue in his mouth. "For the ever-living Emperor," he said. He bit down hard. There was a crackle of glass, and a wisp of acidic steam escaped the corner of his mouth. With a weird sob, he fell
dropped. Am I losing my mind? No, seemingly it's not. Sweet!
Tell him I do not have the location of this being we seek, but the mind in the relay will know more. It is as Kairos said, but we must hurry. My host was executed. There is an Inquisitor there. I saw him. They may know of this movement in the warp themselves. We have to assume they do, and be swift. Events are moving apace. We will not reach this prize uncontested. The word bearers must bring war to Srinagar. Chapter 26.
Couldn't just leave us alone, could they?
Mistress and Commander. Srinagar described. Setting sail. The next time Fabian met Eloise Athagay, she was briefing her fleet prior to departure, and he found that Athagay in public was a different woman to Athagay in private. She addressed the chief officers of her battle group from her dais on the St. Asta's command deck with a rare sort of steady-eyed authority. Her words had an inspiring force that went beyond fierceness and conviction. There was a solidity to them. She was not saying what she wanted to happen or what she hoped would happen, but what would happen. The miserable, aggressive woman he'd encountered a few weeks before was gone. Her uniform was crisp. She wore a meticulously maintained haptic glove and a monocular eyepiece so closely fitted that he would have taken it for an augmetic had he not seen her without it. There was no sign of stim abuse, and although a glass of some spirit or other was close at hand while she spoke, it gave her a rakish air rather than suggesting dependence. Fabian found himself absorbed by Athagay as commander and made copious notes on his Serica tablet. The Historitors recorded everything. A command band nestled in Yossili's extravagant hair guided a servo skull around the group mistress. For all Athagay's disavowal of the Logos initiative, she appeared to be playing up to the chroniclers, full of theatrical gestures, knowing looks, and half smiles that hinted at innuendo. Lords and ladies of Tertius Iolus, we must bid farewell to the safe haven of Lysira and strike out again, a little earlier than planned. The Emperor's war is never done, and neither is ours. She picked up her glass and sipped decorously. However, we go into battle with great confidence. We have learned that the enemy is making another move, she said. Unlike before, this time we have advance warning and will be ready for them. Half the personnel were present by Holonith, their glowing ghosts hanging at various heights in the air. In a flight of poetic fancy, Fabian saw them ranged around Athagay like judging lesser gods, and she addressing them as a spirited mortal in defense of her soul. Fabian found the mismatches in size and focus fascinating. Some chose simple facial captures, others appeared on thrones, surrounded by all the trappings of power. There was much to be gleaned from a person's choice of hollow phantom. Tactica displays, please, said Athagay, in a way that made it sound like a joke between friends. The main tactical light pit ignited. A true-picked representation of a medium-sized world fizzled into being, a large moon in close orbit. They were both life-bearing, with the surfaces appearing little marked by human avarice. Orbitals garlanded them, a sign of extensive activity, but the forests and seas spread wide, and there were few signs of urban canker. Srinagar Primus, Athagay said. Alpha-class cavern world, Solutio Tertius exacta grade. So what, you will ask? I shall respond that this world is more important than it at first appears. It hosts a Zeta-class astropathic relay, one of the ring of 50 around the throne world. This, my friends, is a linchpin in the governance of the entire Imperium, and as such is under close supervision of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. The word-bearers will attack soon. No, it does not fit the profile of other worlds attacked by the word-bearers in recent months. Yes, the relay makes it a valuable strategic target. However, as none of you people who serve under me are idiots, there was much laughter at this, some of it rather forced, thought Fabian. You will ask how we can be sure that Corferon's traitors will strike here. That is a good question. This is how. She moved her hand dramatically, her haptic glove pinching data from a gel screen to be displayed as a large light wreath beside the global TruePict. Firstly, this message from Srinagar, sent 2 months ago, standard Terran time, 6 weeks by fleet reckoning. They have some kind of seer there, and it is the interpretation of the wise magi of the Adeptus that her words predict imminent invasion by Kor Phaeron himself. This would not be enough for me. This is another message laid over the first. There was no time to read these things. They were displayed only for effect. This is a message from Honored Inquisitor Rostov. Anyone remember him? More laughs. Fabian gathered this Rostov had spent time with the fleet. Rostov has been away from our gentle company for a year now, but we remember him fondly. She smiled in bawdy fashion. Fabian found himself writing quickly. Athagay really was an outlier in behavior. There were some officers who were this showy, but not very many. Most of them guarded their dignity like they would their fortunes. From what he'd heard, she was much alike to the Lady Van Lescus in character. No wonder they did not get on. His astropath contacted us the day before yesterday, Fourth Watch, to inform us of anomalous psychic phenomena, perhaps connected to his ongoing mission, and various other classified details, Athagay said. Again, this would not be sufficient cause for me to order the battle group to Srinagar, but together they make a compelling case. I've had our own astropaths consult their tarot, and after much very considered prayer, the laughter this time was strong and genuine. Athagay was not a devout woman then, judged Fabian. The Emperor himself commands that we go there. Her tone became more serious. She activated another display. This will not be an easy fight. Particle effusions from the system stars are a genuine danger. Any ship without active void shields will find itself taxed by stellar flares. These are predictable, but not regular, and have the same effect as a directed neutron beam, devastating for organic life. Any ship without shields will lose most of its crew, should we find ourselves there at the height of an emission. Warfare on the surface will be difficult. Srinagar has its own standing regiment of the Astra Militarum, barracked upon its moon. They have adequate protective gear for surface fighting, even in the teeth of the particle storms. Our Militarum troops on the whole do not. Therefore, an army of Space Marines under Lord Lieutenant Massilius will head to the planet with Adeptus Mechanicus Skitarii support. I deem this to be only a precaution. Kor Phaeron has had his own way for too long in this campaign. They will not get close to Srinagar, because our battle group will meet them in the void, supported by all of Battle Group Quartus Delphus. I have led you to victory many times before, and I shall again. She smiled wickedly. And this time we stand to take a fine head indeed, none less than that of the Dark Cardinal, Emperor damn him for all eternity.
Fuck that, didn't I? See what happens when I put the edge highlight on.
Petty men. An overestimation of influence. An important name.
Might have to do more battle damage after. Red, black.
The aftermath of the shooting. He was convinced that the enemy would move soon.
Make that look like a scrape.
Getting that information out became his priority. Rostov's seal opened every door, including that of the planetary governor, who needed little convincing to agree to mobilize her forces, and revealed that they had sent their own message on the advice of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica some weeks before. Yet, despite his ease in dealing with the planetary authority, his request to see Tolman's superior was responded to sluggishly. It was only when Rostov's meetings with the governor were concluded that he could turn his attention to why. When his requests became
white
boy, the maintenance guild stopped obfuscating
white,
and invited him
he's getting nothing but white, so
by then,
I think that's all the Basilicanum grey. So I think we need to go back and get white, don't we? Because absolutely all of it then. Aye, all of it fucking deems unnecessary. Back and forth, back and forth.
Initially, Rostov considered the delay was due to them throwing their weight around, somewhat dangerously, in order to extract some advantage from him. But the moment he met Herphaeus, he discounted that. Watchmaster Herphaeus tried to be nonchalant when Rostov came in. He almost managed. He was pretending to look over some papers and took his time.
Why am I using this brush?
As if he were of a sufficient grade to appraise a man like Rostov. It was a sham. The man's fear said the Watchmaster with forced lightness. I was expecting something less showy from the Inquisition. The word caught slightly in his throat, and he cleared it with a cough. I wasn't expecting the armor or the weapons. Are you trying to frighten me? There is no need. I will cooperate fully. My panoply is not to intimidate you, Watchmaster. War is coming here, said Rostov. It does not suit my purposes to go unseen anymore. I will have to fight, and I do not have to frighten you because you are frightened anyway. You are afraid because you know what I am. You are an inquisitor. Alpheus tried to shrug, but his mouth betrayed him, drying around the title and gluing his lips. He licked them moist and reached for a glass of water on his desk. He kept his tone level, but his shaking hand betrayed him. Of course, I will tell you whatever you need to know. You have authority. I understand that. I do not only have authority, Watchmaster. I have the ultimate authority, said Rostov. The man persisted with this show of courage. It was so important to these petty men that they keep face, Rostov thought, for the sake of their own self-image. Every master of drains and king of cabling was the same, stubborn in the face of their own insignificance. It was tedious, but Rostov knew the game well. He pulled out a chair without waiting to be asked, or asking himself. There were papers on it. There were papers everywhere. Rostov picked them up and dumped them on a pile of others. He could have swept them on the floor, but that, in this circumstance, he judged too much. He would not need to be violent. He sat and stared into Hephaestus' eyes. You have a difficult job, he said, with a trace of sympathy. Men with important roles like the ones you oversee can be difficult. I understand your show of bravery. You must appear strong. I appreciate that. The Imperium is built upon the strength of men like you. The man's shaking spread to his head, making it wobble. I meant no insolence. I said I will tell you what you need to know. One way or another, you will. Yes, said Rostov, and his words sent the Watchmaster paler still, so he was whiter than the sheets of paper waiting in his trays. I am telling you I understand the charade you are performing. You live in a small world of obligation and counter-obligation. In the context of this planet, your role carries weight, but there are many men above you. Your so-called betters do not understand the pressures of your role and what you must do to keep them safe. You are responsible for the shutters. Your men understand their worth and they will not obey a weak man, while your patrons will not respect someone who bows immediately to off-world authority. You could lose your employment. You could lose everything. Your office can be sold on, so you must look strong. Rostov tugged off his gloves and laid them on the desk, crossed his legs, and clasped one of his knees. It was a simple postural change, and he sat as one would in the company of friends, but his eyes and tone remained ice cold and stone hard. But you are afraid. You are afraid that Tolmon's treachery will taint you. Is this not the case? His treachery is nothing to do with me, said Hephaestus, a little too quickly. Rostov looked at him until he began to sweat. You know what I am. I said, yes, you are an inquisitor.
You are a witch.
My lord, said Rostov. That is the correct form of address. You speak with a representative of the Golden Throne of Terror. You will not meet a more important man than I in your life. My lord, said Hephaestus, more of a wheeze than words. He licked lips that had dried again. He did not reach for his water this time. What am I besides an inquisitor, watch master Hephaestus? What makes me suited to my role of prizing secrets from men like you? There was a flicker of disgust in Hephaestus' eyes. He could tell Rostov was a witch. The psychosphere of the room vibrated with his terror. Hephaestus mumbled something. Louder, said Rostov. I said, you are a witch. He stopped
Psycho.
before the fateful word could emerge and straightened his posture. You are a
fucking missed a bit.
Every dark thought, every passion, I would know them all. Do you wish me to hurt you badly? Orpheus shook his head. No, my lord. Do you know what else I can do? Orpheus's face was screwing up. There was a hint of tears at the corners of his eyes, though Rostov had done nothing more than hold his wrist, and he exerted no painful pressure. I can tell the worth of men, and I can tell that you, Orpheus, are not a worthy man. It's not true.
Straight away.
I do my work. I serve him on the throne. You are lying, said Rostov. You are lying about something. Orpheus nodded hesitantly. He was crying freely now. Then do not lie to me again. Your subordinate, Gilbert Tolman. What do you know of him? Who did he serve? Tolman. Rostov felt the familiar swell of fear of a man searching for something to say to make the Inquisitor go away. Nothing. He's often late. He abandoned his post a few days ago, but I know nothing else. He was arrogant, difficult. They're all like that, these shutter men. You do not know who he served? Orpheus shook his head. Curious, he thought. He was telling the truth. Think. Was there anything strange? Any long absences? Traitors have been passing information to the enemy that has caused much trouble to the Imperium, said Rostov. That is why war is coming to this world. Your entire populace and the service you provide to the Imperium is at risk. This is the fault of Gilbert Tolman. Tolman was one of those people? Rostov nodded. Death is the fate of all traitors, Orpheus. Tolman is dead. Are you a traitor? There was a shifting in the panicked swirl of Orpheus's thoughts. Whatever he was hiding, he did not know about Tolman's unfortunate choice in faith. The two were not connected. That was disappointing. He was a link in a chain, Rostov said. These cells the enemy stitch into the fabric of our world work by passing orders from mouth to ear. It probably made him feel important. I assure you, he was not. He was a pawn. Do you know who his masters might have been? Who were his friends, his associates? I don't know. Rostov squeezed hard. Years of combat made him strong. Bones closed in Orpheus's wrist. A little pain sharpened his reading of the squirming man. The Watchmaster did not know about Tolman, but details of bribes and violence appeared and vanished in the torrent of his fear. Then find out, said Rostov. You will have his associations on file, whether you know it or not. You watch your workers. His was a position of responsibility. Rostov released him. Orpheus fell back, gasping, his face red. Yes, we do. Rostov tossed a small silver sphere onto the table. This is an encoded, limited-use box bead. When you have the information, use the bead to contact my servant Lacrante. He will come to you, and you will give him the names of everyone who worked with Tolman in this departamento and outside it. Do not tell anybody why you are gathering this information. If you do, it is a death sentence for you and for them, and for anyone else I deem a threat to the Imperium. Yes, Inquisitor, anything, said Orpheus. There is one other thing. Rostov rested his hand on the butt of his pistol. I possess the authority of the Emperor of Terra himself. If I were to command it, this entire planet would be burned to ashes without question. Passing judgment on you and enacting my punishment would take a heartbeat of my life, and I would forget it a moment later. Rostov snapped his fingers. Yet your existence would be over, and once you were cast from this life, the Emperor would turn you away from his light, if I said it should be so. Orpheus
That's pretty fucking harsh.
His lips wobbled voice was thick. My lord, please, my lord, Rostov pointed at him. I have seen in your thoughts the actions you perform to ease your own existence. Some might overlook this. I will not. Every act of extortion is another cell in the cancer that chokes our civilization, and I will not abide it. So I advise you, watch, master.
It'd be really nice if these people actually existed and were like that. It's definitely not. Just went round all the fucking billionaires hiding all their fucking money in tax havens and oh, you're extorting everyone.
Yeah. If I do not like what I find, I shall not be so merciful again. Rostov tugged his gloves back on. Get the information I need to my servant Lacrante. Get it today. Once he was back out amid the power coils and hissing moisture conduits of the sector administratum, Rostov contacted Lacrante himself. How did it go with Theus, my lord? Lacrante asked. Typical mid-ranking official. Dishonest, violent, and greedy. He tried to stall us, only to show he wasn't scared, which he was. The fool was hiding some low-grade criminality. He knew nothing. I put the fear of the Emperor into him and told him to furnish you with a list of Tolman's associates. As soon as you have it, chase down anyone on the list whose name we do not already have. You and Antonio
this is gonna go. Goddamn fucking blue tack.
Yes, my lord. The Adeptus Administratum Officio Census representatives got back to me, Lacrante said. I got you a full list of
I should just do the fucking idiot.
There's only a few people on there that we
I'm
haven't
thinking in green terms. I'm not actually thinking. I'm trying to preserve the wash in amongst stuff.
He gave further promises of cooperation from the Adeptus Arbites planetary precinct, and though there's not many of them here, they're sending squads out now. The local enforcers are making good on their offer of unconditional support and are rounding up the last of Tolman's friends, the ones we knew about already. A few have gone missing, but we're closing in, said Lacrante. I've had to flash the seal a few times, but the enforcers are doing their best. Try to be on hand to apprehend remaining suspects yourselves, if possible, Rostov advised. The ones that have gone missing are likely to be the most dangerous. Local Lex is open to bribery. The last targets will have plenty of warning of our coming, and it may provoke them into being rash. Then I will go out. Antoniato is in the archives, seeing if he can track down the man I chased, and the shooter. They take gene tags here. They're partial, restricted to samples taken during the course of investigation, but it covers about 60% of the population. Emperor willing, he will have a name today. It is fortunate they maintain records, said Rostov. It is less fortunate it took us 2 days to access them. That might be the result of fear, like Theus, but it could indicate something more sinister. Keep alert for what's missing as much as what is revealed. Assume there are agents in the government. Make sure Antoniato trawls for recent deletions. Rostov passed under a gurgling pipe 6 yards in diameter. Heat burned off him. Machines beneath shook the walkway he traveled. Srenagar Civitas was not a pretty place. Keep me up to date. Tolman's cohorts will be easy to run to ground, I feel. Once we have what we need from them, it's a simple matter of cult expurgation that we can pass on to the local authorities. But these others are of interest. I want to know who ordered the killing of our target and why. I shall pursue that as soon as you have names. You concentrate on the Tolman links and make sure Chilka stays out of sight. Yes, my lord. Shall I send her back to the Res Fugit? Keep her on world. If she makes a fuss, have her remain in the shuttle, but she is to stay. We shall need Chilka's skills soon enough. No matter how quick we are, we will be here when the fighting starts, and it would be better for us if Chilka and her guns were by our side. I've had word from the ship that Battle Group Iolus of Fleet Tertius is coming here. They have further information from the Adeptus Astra Telepathica that makes Athagay believe
nothing but
I'm going to send Nefarious away to hide at the system's edge. Res Fugit is fast, but not suitable for battle against heretic Astartes. Well, I've spoken to the Magister about Chilka in any case, said Lacrante. I I suggested that they give her an icon of permission, which he did, but only when I said if they didn't, you might get involved personally. He wasn't happy. Happiness is not the lot of the Imperial citizen. Duty is. We still have our mission to perform. Keep yourselves safe. For the Emperor. For the Emperor. He cut the link and walked on. Rostov used the time it took to cross the service district to think. There were evidently two separate cults at large on Srinagar, and they were at war, but either of them could prove a risk to the defense once the word bearers came, and either could lead him back to the Hand. He wondered once more what the mind who wrote the dead Operarius was looking for, and what it had to do with the Hand of Abaddon. When he considered that the Hand could be a sorcerer themselves, he wondered if he had just looked into his enemy's eyes. If so, what was he doing here? What did it have to do with the astrotelepathic relay? And what was the significance of the golden figure? Was it a projection of the enemy, or something else?
Why are you being so fucking like? I get that you need to be fucking like the literal fucking jumps in logic and things. Just like I don't get it. Like I was watching Lord of the Rings fucking last night, and like the jump in logic to straight it being bad. Like what was it? An elf turns up and you send her away, so your fucking civilization is destroyed. It's like, well, okay, if elf turns up, okay, the elf turns up. If I send her away, my civilization is going to be destroyed, so I'm going to send her away. That's fucking stupid sort of logic, in the sort of sense that you could be like, oh, elf showed up. I've missed a bit. God fucking damn it. Elf showed up. Let's find out what's going on with the elf. Because sending her away is the dumbest fucking thing to do. And then just hostility for fucking no fucking reason.
Masinius was in his private office when Arios was shown in by
anyway,
servants.
rant over. There's no one here anyway.
God damn it. He got up from his desk to greet his protege. They clasped arms, wrist to elbow.
Just like this book, it's like, oh, like I get in 40k, you're like, it could be a demon taking the piss. I can't trust this as it is the Emperor, but at the same point in time, you can't just fucking dismiss the possibility.
The influence of Sanguinius that recast every kind of face in beauty. The burning eyes and coal black hue of Vulcan's progeny. The square jaw and searching eyes of Guilliman. Arios had that, although his attention was solely confined to threat. Masinius examined the captain's face for signs of awakening humanity, but found no more than the last time they had spoken. So many of the Mars-born Primaris Marines were like that, so altered and wiped clean in mind by Call's long sleep, they appeared almost devoid of soul. Masinius regarded calling their humanity back his most difficult duty. Still, Arios was a valuable asset. You wish to see me, Lord Lieutenant? Arios asked. Yes, sit. Talk with me. Arios did as he was asked. You will take some refreshment? Water, please, said Arios. I approach the point of dehydration. Too long in the fighting cages. Too many things to do. We must attend to our body's needs, Baron. A blunt weapon is no use to anyone. Once, Masinius had encouraged Arios to drink other things. Even a space marine needs some stimulation in his life. A little flavor, a touch of joy. His suggestions had fallen on deaf ears. Masinius poured Arios a cup of water and fetched himself some wine. His beakers were simple things, cut from sections of a Taslin's horn, a rare and ferocious beast. The mission. You are the most exemplary warrior within the unnumbered suns attached to these two battle fleets. The role you have been given is of crucial importance. Arios nodded, not proud or pleased, simply acknowledging Masinius' statement as fact. You did not say this in the mission briefing with High Command, nor did you elaborate on what I must do. Why? Masinius drank from his beaker. Can you deduce the reason? The White Consul asked. was a machine servicing itself. Group Mistress Athagay does not believe the Traitor Legion will make landfall. She deems it even less likely that they will make their way through the troops under your command into the astropathic relay. She intends to stop the word bearers in the void, and is confident that she will do so. I judge that her strategic evaluation is correct. Therefore, you felt no need to go into detail of my role in the coming battle. The deployment of my men is a backup, intended to deal with any unforeseen eventualities.
That is war.
That is
Good,
a fair
there will
and
be.
mostly accurate deduction, but it is not the whole of it. Arios' face changed by the absolute minimum required to convey an unspoken question. Pride, Varen. Do you remember it? I feel it still. I am proud. I am proud to serve. I am proud to be a Primaris Marine. I am proud to be a son of Rabute Guilliman. He stiffened, almost imperceptibly. Did you choose any of those things to be proud of? There was a moment's pause. Arios shook his head. Group Mistress Athagay is proud. Her pride is dependent on her choices, and so she leaves herself open to failure. She is volatile. She recognizes that your deployment is necessary, but if she were to acknowledge that, it would cast doubt over her battle plan. In her eyes, if in no one else's. Explain, said Arios. Messinius sighed. I have tried to teach you, Varen. So many of the first Primaris brothers are like you. Khorne made you mighty, but the payment he exacted was steep. He took too much of your humanity. I am loyal to mankind. The preservation of the Imperium is my first and only goal, said Arios. You misunderstand me. I do not question your devotion to our species. I am, however, pointing out your lack of empathy for the motives of natural-born humans. One day, you will no longer be an unnumbered son. One day, I am sure, you will be elevated to high office within a chapter. You might even become a chapter master yourself. You will be called upon to fight alongside baseline humans on many occasions. It is vital that you relearn some of what you have lost. Diplomacy, tact, and insight to the actions of others will be as important weapons to you as your bolter is. Arios continued to stare ahead, but nodded slightly. You have said before, I will attempt to address my shortcomings, Lord Lieutenant. They are not your shortcomings. They are the fault of Khorne. Sometimes I think Guilliman asked for legions of space marines, but was given legions of machines. Thankfully, not all of you suffer this. There seems to be little difference in temperament between the Firstborn and the Primaris, raised as new intake by the chapters. But for the Marsborn, and for you especially, Varen, it is an obstacle to overcome. Be mindful of people like Athagay. Try to learn what motivates them, what they are frightened of, what their ambitions are. Only then will you be able to serve them properly as an ally and protect them. Again, Arios nodded. Messinius wondered if he really understood. Is that all, Lord Lieutenant? No, brother. You must listen. It is likely that the enemy will not breach the relay. They must deal with two battle groups, then effect a landing, fight their way through myself, our brothers, and an entire regiment of specialist Imperial Guard. They cannot make teleport attack on the relay. The psychic turbulence will confound any locus lock. So I am a failsafe, as I said. You may be more than that. What do you know of Khor Phaeron? He is ancient, Arios said. Lord Guilliman has revealed that he was the adoptive father of the traitor Primarch Lorgar. He is among the Imperium's greatest enemies. He is also a potent sorcerer, greatly favored by the Dark Gods. If there is a way into the relay, he will find it. If he finds it, he will likely lead the attack himself, or send in his most powerful lieutenants. This is a warning, said Arios. Be careful, Varen, said Messinius. You and your men are among the very best that I have, but you are not finished, not even now. You will rush in to Facing heavy odds, you will sacrifice yourselves without a second thought, because you believe it is the right thing to do. Do not do this. You are not expendable. You are not mechanisms. Too many Primaris have died because they lack the capacity for reflection. A firstborn space marine knows his worth. He will withdraw rather than throwing his life away. We are to let people die to save ourselves? Sometimes, yes. That is our burden. Sometimes one world must burn so a dozen more can live. Judge the risk carefully. Act accordingly. I understand, said Arios. I have been making progress in instilling the values of the firstborn into my men. You need only review the combat logs to see how our fighting style is adapting. We have improved. Was that defensiveness? Wondered Messinius. If so, it was a good sign. I am not sure you do understand. Your role in this battle is containment. If the enemy makes their way into the relay, you are to call for reinforcement immediately. Hold them in place. Under no circumstances are you to engage their sorcerers alone. If needs be, you must retreat. You must be prepared to forget your pride.
I've really got. Am I going stone or am I going white on some of them? I went stone and gold heavy on the others.
Why
If I go,
must I not face them?
there's bits where.
Because Kor Phaeron's champions have 10,000 years' experience fighting space marines. Because they have a measure of war power that makes that of our greatest librarians seem mean in comparison. I ask for caution, Theron, above all other things, because if you face one of their high priests, they will kill you. Contain them. Confound them. Do not underestimate your foe. Do you understand this as well? I understand, said Arios. Another pause, that of a cogitator calculating. You also did not wish to say this in front of High Command because you do not want them to feel we value human lives less than our own. You are learning. Good, said Messinius. When we break warp, I'm sending you in ahead with the Historitors. They are going before the ground troops to begin the retrieval of Srinagar's astrotelepathic archives. These stretch back thousands of years and contain much useful data for the Lord Commander's Logos initiative. You will attend with them, so that I might make an early survey of the mountain's defensibility. That, yes, but mostly I want you to watch. You will be present as a symbol of unity within our forces, a message to the Adeptus Astra Telepathica there, should one be needed, that the Historitors mission has the full backing of the fleet, the Adeptus Terra and the Primarch, and will not be hindered. This is only a precaution, a subtle reinforcement for those people in the fleet as much as for those on Srinagar about the Logos' worth. But for you, it is an opportunity. Watch how Fabian and his men interact. Listen to what they say. Try to understand them a little more. You are a fine warrior, Arios, but Lord Guilliman had more in mind for us than war. It was always his wish that Space Marines rise above violence, that when time permits, we will help baseline humanity achieve what it can. My chapter, the White Consuls, believes this completely, and throughout our territories, before we lost Sabatine, we upheld the Primarch's ideals. We have many gifts, Farron. They do not have to be solely for killing. I want you to learn this. Try to remember what it is to be a man. I will try, said Arios. Messinius looked into Farron Arios' eyes, and wondered what manner of person he had been before Call's creatures had transformed him. Was there anything of him left? I am sure one day you will succeed, said Messinius. You may go.
It's like talking to a brick. God damn.
Chapter 29. High Telepathicus, a hollow mountain. Rich archives. 4 days the trip took in the end. The St. Aster dropped them a day's sailing out from the Prime World, and Fabian led the delegation down. He got a good view of the planet and the moon through the shuttle's vid feeds. The stain of humanity on them both was a little more evident than in the hologram. then so were the dark green of its forests, and deep blue of its grasslands, and the shattering white of the ice caps. Yusili Suleimania, Sarisa Valia, and Captain Arios had come with him. Nobody said much on the trip. Suleimania sat with a blank expression on her face for the entire passage, her mind somewhere
We'll
else.
get there.
Valia, by contrast, was so
We'll get there.
nervous
Right.
she had not stopped fidgeting, asking lots of questions,
Grey's on,
then
black's
lapsing into
on,
silence,
green.
then repeating the process like a
What
beaver
lightning?
singing its refrain. Ferran Arios said nothing and did nothing. Being far too large to use the seats, he was maglocked solid to the center of the transit bay, occupying the majority of its volume. He was so still he could have been an empty suit of armor or an inconveniently sighted statue. Now, this was a space marine whose humanity had been scraped out and replaced, thought Fabian, completely different to Lucerne. He spoke only when addressed. He was concerned with the waging of war and nothing else. Srinagar Civitas was situated 40 degrees south of the equator, where a small massif, almost square in shape, thrust up through the blue prairies, rippling them into hills south and east, and deforming the crust into fractured badlands at the foot of a great sheer scarp to the west. The city was easy to pick out.
Not sure which one's which.
Smears of grey around a geoformed mountain, the prairie punctured by starkly black rectangular holes.
Warpstone Glow. See, this is the one that I fear as well, because it dries up pretty quickly, you know. So pumping it through the airbrush is a bit different. So I've got a whole chunk of Vallejo airbrush paints coming, along with the thing. We'll bring that out as well, just in case. And then we'll get a good old Moot Green. You can get this in the air, but I'm not sure. I'm also not sure about the thing. I really wish GW would just get rid of these pots and go for dropper bottles, like fucking everyone else. Why am I starting with that? Losing my mind now.
Let's make a good impression, he said.
This is about dead, isn't it?
Let me do the talking.
No?
He edged
I've
round
got quite a bit in it.
and banged on the cockpit door. Let us out, he said. Atmosphere cycles off.
Medium.
Something rumbled in the wall of the bay, tasting the air for toxins.
So light hits. So we need to push the pigment from the top to the bottom.
If Arios did, he gave no indication. Locks disengaged, and the ramp opened onto Srinagar's open skies. A welcoming party of officials
You shouldn't go over something.
their office. The contrast between the Logos' sober military-style uniform and the ostentation of the other Adepta was stark. The Logos' uniform was the same for all ranks, only a few pins and coloured piping to set them
This is
apart.
going to need multiple
This
things,
was
isn't
not
it?
the case for the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. The basic garb was simple enough: a green robe for the astropaths themselves, a robe or uniform with
I
green
know we're
flashes for
fucking
their
done.
servants.
God damn it,
But as soon
Charlie.
as rank and specialization became involved, it got complicated, and when rank was filtered through 10,000 years of competition for influence, ego, and vanity, the results tended to be outrageous. He found himself confronted by a number of people whose sex, age, and even humanity was hard to discern beneath layers of stiff brocade. The signature green of the Adepta was reduced to the merest hint among clashing threads of gold, copper, and silver. Emeralds were
Oh man, Jesus, no.
but they had precious friends of every other hue. The characteristic hoods on the robes of the higher astropaths were reduced to decorative flourishes. Instead, they wore elaborate headdresses that might have had some kind of use in the wearer's duties, but were more likely stylized versions of practical items. These people were frail, drained by their onerous service, yet the clothes they wore would have doubled the weight of some of them, and no matter that every single one of the psychers was astropath blind, their garb was a visual feast. The most extravagant outfit belonged to an elderly adept wearing a huge headpiece and cloth of gold coat over multi-layered robes in 5 shades of green. He
Not
occupied
again.
an equally extravagant 8-lane
Shouldn't
spider
touch it once it's on.
All the astropaths carried slender staffs. They were a practical aid as well as a badge of office, but so important was the psyker in the chair that he had an indentured man holding his staff for him. I feel underdressed, Fabian whispered out of the corner of his mouth at Yusili. You realize most of these people
Fuck! Don't make me laugh.
Does it? The ramp clanged down fully. Fabian came down out of the lander, flanked by Yasili and Cerisa. Arios came to mechanical life and lumbered after them, as supple and welcoming as some crime lord's protection automaton. Cold wind hit them. Fabian's face burned with it pleasantly. A herald in a winged helm came out from the group and bowed. Greetings, Historita Majoris Fabian Gelfrain. The most clairvoyant High Telepathicus, Jesus Fiend, bids you welcome to our humble planet and this magnificent facility. He indicated the elderly man in the spider chair, then the carved rock rising up over them. A strange mental pressure pushed at Fabian from the mountain, like a form of heatless warmth. His teeth tasted of metal. His field of vision seemed unaccountably different. It was hard for him to put into words the effect of psychic power, but he recognized witches hard at work. I thank you for your kindness, he said. These are my associates, Historita Designate Valia and Historita Elevate Suleimania. They will be aiding me in the recording of your archives. There are more aboard, I assume, said the herald, peering into the dim hold of the shuttle. Our archives are extensive and precious to us. In the next ship, I have a team of 16 more, as well as their ancillaries and our equipment, Fabian reassured him. That is every Historita available near Srenagar. We realize the importance of the relay's libraries, not only for their historical importance, but also in furthering the successful prosecution of the Crusade. We will work night and day to ensure that this information is gathered and protected. Now, he turned to the Space Marine looming over them all like the Emperor's own judgment. At the behest of Captain Asinius, Lord Lieutenant of Fleet Tertius, I am accompanied by Captain Ferren Arius of the Unnumbered Sons of Gilliman, First Chapter, First Company. He will lead the defense of the mountain. There is a third vessel carrying 50 of his brothers coming in behind us. A larger force, led by the Lord Lieutenant himself, will be arriving very soon to repel any attack on the city, should it come to that. Let us hope it does not. Every time the man spoke, Fabian felt something tickling in the back of his head, and he realized that though the words came out of the herald's mouth, he was not formulating them. Spain was telepathically manipulating him. First transliterator Rumagoy will act as a liaison. An adept dressed slightly less ridiculously than his fellows came forward, a younger man close by his elbow. Like the herald, they were sighted, and probably not sightless. Both bowed to Fabian. A pleasure to meet you, the older man said. I and my aide, Chorus, will be your official helpers here. If there is anything we can do to expedite the process of safeguarding our archives, then you must only ask. Thank you, said Fabian. We have already begun preparations, said Rumagoy. Please follow me. High Telepathicus? The astropath bowed his head once, not directly at Fabian. It didn't seem meant for the Historitas, and was instead a gesture of recognition at someone on the far side of the platform, or a motion sparked by a suddenly recalled memory. Whatever it meant, the dignitaries turned around all together, and they proceeded up the ridge towards the relay's entrance. The landing zone had no direct access to the mountain to prevent it being used as an avenue of attack, Arios judged. It was still a weakness. The procession shuffled along only as fast as the clicking legs of Sveen's spider chair could carry him, and the Space Marine had plenty of time to survey the site. He found the defenses lacking. Their routes was a path only a few yards wide, bordered by railings, whose every fourth pole was topped with a flashing beacon lumen, as if that were necessary to warn people of the precipitous drop. Most of Srenagar was out of sight underground. The rectangles in the surface visible from orbit revealed to be great aperture lights that led from sloped ferrocrete housings into the ceiling of the settlement below. Data inload acquired before departure told him that these were shut at times of high stellar activity. Currently, particle bombardment was in the null phase, and they were open. To the southwest, the city's greater edifices and certain machineries poked up into the open air, and further off were the landing fields of the primary spaceport. Between these buildings, the despoliation mankind inflicted upon its worlds was clear to see, in
beautiful.
crags where herds of large dome-backed beasts ambled, unaffected by their proximity to the city. Arios remembered Messinius's orders. He turned his attention to the delegation. Fabian was making conversation with the first transliterator. Engage recording, he instructed his battleplate's machine spirit, then tracked through all oral input, scrubbing out everything until Fabian's words were crystal clear. I understand that Srinagar's surface is dangerous to humans, Fabian was saying. Something to do with the weather? It is periodically dangerous, explained Rumagoi. Although it appears from here we have but one sun, we are a binary system. Our suns, Srin and Gar, are mismatched in size, Gar being the smaller and in a very tight orbit with Srin. The gravitic effects of Srin on Gar cause perturbations in its solar sphere, which result in bursts of dangerous subatomic particles. So when we speak about the weather, we are referring to these eruptations from the secondary star, he said. Predicting our solar storms is a complicated art, but we are dependent on it here. What about these native creatures? Fabian asked. How do they survive? Arios panned his view out over the plains. Threat indicators in the median range flashed around the beasts when he zoomed his auto-sensors into them. Already, he was formulating kill tactics. It's very interesting, said Rumagoi. Arios noted a change in tone. Enthusiasm, he thought. Rumagoi was warming to his subject. The local life is well adapted to the bombardment, but the particle sleet is deadly to the human form, and so, when the star spits, we must hide underground. We live as much under the open air as we can, but we must be careful. There are sometimes mistakes. The local life can stand it because the species here possesses a very dense gene code. If I may explain? Go ahead. Don't worry about patronizing me. My knowledge is broad but shallow. I live to learn, said Fabian. The human form houses a double gene strand, said Rumagoi. Theirs has 28. Our geneticists established a long time ago that this is an effective defense mechanism against neutron bombardment. If part of their genetic makeup is corrupted, it is deactivated, and another part, identical, takes over. There is multiple redundancy built into their being. We humans don't have that. They have other adaptations as well. You see their high backs, the thick skin? I do, said Fabian. They have blisters of super dense liquids throughout, hypersaline, saturated with iodine. This also keeps them safe. Furthermore, they possess a magnetic sense that helps them predict the storms some hours before the brunt hits. One of the first arts our astrometeomancers learn is observation of our animals. For example, when they sink low, there will be a shower. When they make burrows, they are preparing to wait out a long storm. They can last for a year or more, if they have to, in a form of hibernation. It is supposed that life must have arisen here long before the star's orbits neared, and evolved over time to cope with the particle effusions of Gar. They're quite fascinating. I have numerous treatises, if you are interested. We historians are interested in everything, said Fabian. They are close to the city, and there appear to be a lot of them. Are they not exploited? This questioning confused Arios. Most of what Fabian was asking was freely available on the ships. He thought at first the Historitor had been lax. Then he saw the look on Rumagoy's face. Pride had been useful and knowledgeable. He looked to Fabian. The Historitor wore an encouraging smile. Tactical assessment, he said to himself. Hypothesis. Fabian Gelfrain is doing this deliberately. He is putting the other man at his ease. Arios had a flash of his time as a youth, a memory fragment that came from nowhere. Playing with the little ones, telling them stories, praising their small achievements to fill their hearts with good feelings, and encourage them to better efforts. He barely recognized the memory as his own. But was this what Fabian was doing? Arios thought it was. Their biology makes them practically useless for any purpose other than a few esoteric technologies, Rumagoi responded. They are all highly toxic and cannot be Besides,
Fuck off.
Srinagar is well blessed with resources that are much easier to gather. We use those to fulfill the Exacta, which is low thanks to our special status as a relay hub. We exist here primarily to serve the Adepta. There are few settlements on the world, and therefore no need to kill the beasts. Live and let live, I say. Any intelligent Xenos? They crossed the ridge now, and Arios saw the massive stairway that cleaved up from the plain. There was no vehicular traffic on it, only pedestrians and small-legged personnel conveyances, but a great throng of people was moving between the mountain and the city. This was a major weakness in the defenses. Arios took a picked count and marked it for urgent conveyance to the Lord Lieutenant, because it appeared an even greater vulnerability when seen close than it had on the mission files. Beneath, after a long drop, there were lesser stairs clinging to the cliffs, entrances to the mountains, more weaknesses. A cordon of guardsmen in planetary defense and Adeptus Astra Telepathica uniforms kept part of the main stair clear for the dignitaries. Cyberconstruct swept back and forth overhead, scanning the crowd for potential assassins. They were taking a risk, greeting Fabian's party so openly. Politics, Arios thought. A display of power. Ah, now that is interesting, said Rumagoi. None extant, but there are archaeological ruins on the southern continent that date back to antiquity. Local legend has it that they were struck down by the Emperor himself for their deviant ways. You're a very knowledgeable man. Fabian's compliment made Rumagoi even prouder, but he waved it away. I only try to read as widely as one can. I believe a man serves the Emperor best when he is best informed, though that is not a popular opinion. He looked at Fabian. I assume it is safe to say that to someone like you. It isn't always wise to admit to curiosity. No, it isn't, agreed Fabian. But you're safe with me. A promise he cannot keep, thought Arios, but not insincere. They went down a path that joined the main stairs near the top, where they were broad and flattened out. Arios marked every strength and weakness he could find. The gates to the mountain were as thick and strong as those of any fortress, and they were closed. They looked formidable, but their position meant they would be easily targeted by ground artillery fire. The group went inside via a side gate, guarded by yet more security personnel, and he judged this yet another weak point. Once inside, the group broke up. Sveen took his leave of them and departed with the majority of his dignitaries. Rumagoi told his own servants to show Valia and Suleimania to the complex that would house the administrative part of the Historitas efforts. Arios watched the delicate dance of pleasantry and command until he was called and directed over to the military offices of the mountain. The group of Astra Militarum and Adeptus Astra Telepathica personnel lined up and stood to attention as he approached. He deactivated his vid capture function. Despite the thickness of the main gates and the martial displays outside, this would be a hard place to hold if it were attacked. He would have to tell these people. He would have to heed Messinius's lessons on tact while he did it. He tried his best. It didn't work. After that, his real work began. I shall show you to our
Listen to me,
archives,
stupid
Rumagoi said
mortals.
to
This
Fabian.
is not
The
going to
first
work.
transliterator was a little
What?
pompous,
How
but
dare
his
you?
obvious enthusiasm for knowledge made the Historita like him. Fabian received word that the rest of his people were arriving, and voxed orders that the Logos begin landing their equipment. The day was moving up a gear. There was a lot of work to be done, and already it appeared that the relay was preparing for invasion, for there were a great many soldiers within, and he realized many of the people moving up and down the great stair were preparing to evacuate. Inside the mountain, the sense of powerful minds at work was stronger. A psychic high ceilings held up by a forest of pillars. Much of it was empty and dimly lit, but lumens shone at the far end, where a run of iron railings between the pillars divided the hall in two. "We are directly below the choir here," Rumagoi said quietly, as if the astropaths could hear him. "This is the most secure part of the complex, so if the enemy do come, you shall be safe." "The archives are better fortified than the choir." "Absolutely. Astropaths are easier to replace than information," Rumagoi explained. "There is 10,000 years of data kept here. The stories of the Xenos may not be true, but this relay does go back to the foundation of the Imperium. I have the proof of that." Rumagoi caught the look in Fabian's eyes. "It's exciting, isn't it?" Beyond the bars lay tantalizing banks of wooden cabinets and bookshelf stacks 40 feet high. An enormous lock held the gate closed. A man in simple green robes sat behind a pulpit within touching distance of the gate. There was nothing on the sloped board before him, no screens or buttons, but around his neck he wore a key of such size and weight that it bent his posture into a permanent bow. A visored helmet was bonded to his skull, and had been there for some time by the looks of it, his skin having grown up into rough ridges around the edges. "Archivist," Rumagoi called, "open the gate. We have a special visitor." The archivist mumbled something under his breath and came out from behind the desk. His feet had been replaced by a wheeled unit, and he glided to the gate.
Ugh, why?
"The vault of knowledge is always open to you, oh vaunted one," the archivist said. With some effort, he lifted his giant key, placed it in the lock, and turned. Latches snapped back all the way up the gate. The archivist gave it a gentle push, and it groaned open. Rumagoi bowed formally. "Historita Majoris, by the permission of the Adeptus Astrotelepathica, the archives of the Srinagar Astrotelepathic Relay are open to you, for the glory of the Emperor and the returned Primarch." Fabian looked upon the rows of cupboards and shelves, each one brimming with secrets. His heart beat a little quicker. He was very different to the adept plucked from obscurity by Guilliman, but he still coveted information. "I shall take a look around, if you would give me a brief tour, so I can consider the best plan of attack," said Fabian briskly. "We won't have time to pack all this. You must help us prioritize the physical media you wish to evacuate. Do you have data looms?" "We do. Most of this is recorded upon them, or so it is believed." He gestured at the scrolls, books, and miscellaneous data storage. "The looms are this way. Shall we go there first?" Fabian nodded. "I will summon the others. We shall begin work immediately." Chapter 30. Rostov hunts. The ever-living Emperor. Congregation. Kolos was the man's name. Rostov had a list on his person, a small select band of citizens who included the man whose face Lacrante had watched melt, and the assassin who had taken down Tolmon. They called themselves the Church of the Ever-Living Emperor, a legitimate, if fringe, cult who had passed the last round of Adeptus Ministorum Accordance assessments comfortably. Rostov was almost certain they were not what they said they were. The Inquisitor and his retinue were heading to root them out of the deep hab zones of Sector Aleph 7 when the warning sirens rose up from the mountain. "That doesn't sound good," said
No.
Jill, waddling as fast as she could to keep up with her human comrades. She cradled her favorite weapon in her upper arms, a square-profiled Tau-built plasma carbine, carried stock up, finger covering the trigger guard ready to snap fire. Her lower arms were on show, not hidden as they usually were. She had paired Chikanti las grips, wrapped like knuckle dusters round her clenched fists. Though they were something of a signature weapon for her species, she didn't use the grips much. Chilka preferred a mismatched set of Xenos pistols ordinarily, but the grips were a good choice for the warren of Hablocks, being broad spread weapons that put out a laser fan big as a shield. More like las cutters than guns. Their focal point extended no farther than a few feet, but they would slice an armored warrior in two, should he be foolish enough to stand within that range. "There is another storm coming in," said Rostov. "A big one." Lacrante and Antoniato The stars do not govern themselves according to human wishes, no matter what the priests have to say, said Rostov. Ignore it. Focus on our task. They were making for a location 4 blocks
And
away
this is a
and
pain.
3 levels down, out of the main caverns. There, the character of Srinagar changed. It was darker, dingier, ripe with the smell of leaking sewer pipes from the city above. The corridor streets were both narrow and low, and the rooms opening off them appeared to have been carved into the rock with little regard for planning, making the sector a kill zone of angular traps and cover. There were piles of rubbish everywhere. Even in a small city like
I don't
Srinagar,
like this one.
on a
It doesn't.
planet blessed with
I'm
relative wealth,
100%
there was always space for
believe that I have
degradation.
made a
All that part of the city was
mistake
deserted,
in
the
its
majority of its civilians having already been evacuated.
makeup.
They saw no one but a single patrol of enforcers sweeping for stragglers. After a brief challenge,
Because that
Rostov
bottom bit
sent
is
them on
part
their
of
way,
scroll.
though they
That
shot blank
scroll
looks at Vigilante as they moved off.
seems to start at the
Keep a
top.
low profile. Go back to the ship, Chilka muttered to herself.
Red, white,
Well,
I
now
think.
you've been sat in a dark hold for a week, why don't you
And
just
then
roam
obviously the
about
edge
the streets
highlights.
with a
I'm
big
still
sign saying,
unsure about this.
I'm a
I mean,
filthy
there isn't a lot
seahorse
of
of the
detail
land.
on this leg
She
anyway, and
thought
if I
of
decide to go
how
stone
is
and then
that
all the
keeping a
highlights,
low
I think it'll
profile?
lose all detail.
Hush, Chilka, Rostov said. We are near.
Anyway,
They slowed. They readied their weapons. There was a
that's
heavy
all
clunk
the
and
fucking.
the whine of plasma coils charging. Antoniato had blacked out the glancing
So I
light
either
of the
go
precision
white,
pen, but it was already beginning to burn,
multiple
and
highlights,
it
because I think
dented
that'll
one
work on
shot
the
through the
others, but
gaps.
that leg there might just
Rostov
have to
drew
be
his cast.
stone.
Lacrante had his lascar, sword, and las pistol, standard Astra Militarum issue. They were quotidian
But
made
first
by
things
the
first,
Army
let's just
Service,
finish
but he liked his
this
old
green
tools.
shit. So
Rostov
I can
gestured
finally
with
say
the
I've
blade of
finished
his
that
hand,
head, and
sending
then by the
Lacrante
end of the
ahead.
day I can get them
There
on.
was only one approach to the church, and they were forced to move in together. Lacrante's role was to check the mean stone-carved hovels lining the way for ambush. If anyone had been there waiting, he would probably have died, but his death would give his comrades a chance to react. He obeyed Rostov's
We're going
order
flesh
without
terrors, we're not
question.
going blood angels.
There was no one in any of them. Lacrante made a junction where the ground sloped into the cavern housing the church, where natural cavities had been extended and joined into one large space. The walls housed rock dwellings, the uneven floor a shanty. Though poor, it too had been evacuated, and a ghostly stillness lay on it, only the faint blare of the weather trumpets disturbing its peace. Lacrante bobbed his head about, trying to hug the cover and remain unseen while scouting the cave for Colus's friends. The church was slightly off-center on the far wall. It was the largest rock building, though that was not saying much, it being 2 stories of oddly placed windows and a single crookedly carved door. He saw nothing. No movement, no signs of life. Nevertheless, he suspected he had been seen. He waved the others forward. Rostov came to stand behind him. He was silent, and so close his breath tickled Lacrante's neck. Lacrante felt something else in his mind as Rostov extended his warp sensors into the cavern. They are watching and have seen us, Rostov said. There are one, maybe 2 psychers in there with them. Not powerful, but I will not be able to approach shrouded. Full frontal assault then, said Antoniato.
Pardon me, sorry.
He peered over the Inquisitor's shoulder. I don't like this. That's a good defensive position. His plasma gun hummed, the heat of its readied charge warming the back of Lacrante's legs. Nevertheless, we must take it. Chilka, cover. Lacrante, break left. Antoniato, go right. I will advance and trust to the Emperor to shield me. May he watch over you all. Rostov flicked a switch at his belt, drew his pistol, and stepped out. The moment he did, a shot winged down from one of the windows and struck at him. It was a good shot, targeted on the head. Jagged daggers of light flared around the Inquisitor as his refractor field took the brunt of the force. Refractors were
This
better
thing didn't
against
fucking
edge
work.
weapons than solid shots, so it didn't halt the slug, only slowed it. Power spent, it skimmed Rostov's cheek, leaving an angry welt. Lacrante sprinted under fire, the shot
Camera
still
is
going
stupid.
wide.
I am
Antoniato
literally
disobeyed
fucking
Rostov's
sticking
order,
this thing
slammed
right there.
away to cover. Firing from the hip, he let free a stream of plasma that splashed against the rock church with a blowtorch roar. He hit one of the
Fuck
A
it.
full-throated expression of agony that didn't stop, not even for breath, but went on and on. Lacrante crashed into the wall of a shanty, making it wobble. He blinked after images from the plasma stream from his eyes. He was looking back towards the cabin entrance, where Chilka crouched, snapping off beads of plasma from her fancy Xenos carbine. Gunfire was coming from all over the cave now, not just the church. There were cultists hidden in the shanty. He took a deep breath, waited for Antoniato's plasma gun to roar again, then threw himself out into the winding alleys that divided up the shacks. Last bolts and slugs greeted him. He felt the sting of a bullet whipping across his bicep, caught a glimpse of Rostov shooting calmly, refractor field making a bladed light show around him, before he dived down a side street. The clatter of a light autogun came from ahead, where someone was attacking Rostov from the side. In a half-crouch to keep himself out of the firing line, Lacrante moved up to intercept. The cultist fired his gun like it was distasteful to him. He certainly didn't know what to do with it, holding it unbraced and with his arms oddly bent, so that his whole torso shook and
These aren't fucking heretics.
He was in danger of breaking his wrists. Lacrante whistled. The man's inexperience showed again when he immediately turned, and Lacrante put a las bolt through his neck. He fell, choking on the smoke of his own vaporized flesh. Lacrante ran over, covering him. Blood pooled under his head, his eyes frightened. He was trying to talk, but no longer could. Then he died. He was richly dressed, far out of his natural habitat, thought Lacrante. He wore a yellow ribbon tied around his right arm, the same color as the cravat worn by the little man who'd killed himself in the tunnel. Must be the cult marker, he thought. He heard running footsteps coming at him, turned round too slow. Another man was charging, face grotesque with aggression, undisciplined, but in the right place at the right time. His gun came up, ready to fire, and Lacrante was caught off guard. A slash of red light cut the man in half, another strike tearing his leg off, a third ripping his skull in two. The force of the last hit flipped his corpse into the scavenged plasteel walls of a shack with such force that he brought it down. It was a messy death, spread wide. Lacrante wiped brain matter off his cheek. He looked back to find
So I'm gonna use the other one because I need it to be thicker than that, but I'm gonna keep that just in case.
She rolled her eyes at him.
Come here, you.
Do I have to do everything for you, ape? I thought you were supposed to be covering us, he said. And I thought you were supposed to be a soldier, she replied. Come on, he said. And they went deeper into the tangle of alleys, making the far side as Rostov was approaching the church. The whole upper story was ablaze.
Monkey.
Plasma burns had carved liquid scars into the rock. A trio of men were breaking from the shanties, firing behind them, into the church. Lacrante dropped one with a shot in the back. Antoniato hit another.
I might want to use a smaller brush here. Fuck it. Oh well, that's ruined now anyway.
A couple more shots came streaking out of the dark. Chilka unslung her rifle and pumped a number of bright bolts inside, silencing whoever was in there. No more gunfire came. Rostov joined them. Did we get them all? Chilka asked. No, said Rostov, moving forwards. Wait for us, Chilka said. Rostov strode directly at the door. Can't he just bloody wait a minute? Chilka moaned. Antoniato came out of the shanty. His plasma gun was wailing unhappily, cooling vents blasting steam. He hit the quick release on the shoulder strap and dumped the overheated weapon on the floor. Throm cursed thing will be the death of me.
Of course it will. It's a fucking plasma gun.
Motion to Lacrante. Lacrante nodded, unhooked a frag grenade from his belt, pulled the pin, then tossed it inside. He waited for the explosion and ducked inside before the dust had cleared. A fire burning in the back gave him enough light to see by. It looked like a pile of rags, but the Sanguinalia feast day smell coming off it informed him it was a corpse. The room was bigger than he expected, longer than it was wide, leading to a door at the back where some steps lit by a couple of oil lamps in alcoves headed up and down. The place was a mess of smashed furniture and scattered books. It looked like people had tried and failed to set up barricades in there. He went forward, gun up, switching from shadow to shadow, finding no targets. Sparks were falling from the floor above. Heated stone salvaged plasteel. He looked back at Rostov. The Inquisitor's face was a collection of shadows dancing in the light of his power sword. A curtain Rostov, and Lacronte kicked the door.
Pardon me, I apologise. Just dying, it's all good.
He counted 14 people of all ages. They looked rich, but were otherwise diverse, though all had something in the cult's deep yellow on their person. They stood in a circle, hands linked, around a well-made statue of the Emperor and the Golden Throne. It was strange to think of it that way, because usually the Emperor and the throne were inseparably melded when depicted together, but this effigy of the Lord of all humanity differed in one important respect. The Emperor
was standing
tall, chest out, proud, one hand just brushing the armrest, having left the throne behind. The congregation looked upon their god with fanatical adoration, made all the more feverish by fear. It was then he recognized Kolis from a pict Rostov had. "Brothers, sisters," one of the throng shouted, her voice trembling with emotion. "Today is the time. Today is the day we ascend." Simultaneously, they tore pendants from around their necks and held them up. "Until the return of the ever-living Emperor." Lacronte knew what came next. He moved his aim, fired, hitting Kolis on the wrist and blasting his hand to charred ruin. He cried out as his fellows bit down on their suicide capsules, flooding their mouths with potent acids. They stood in place, shaking with ecstasy and pain, as the fluid ate down and out through their throats, spilling smoking, bloody slurry down their perfect robes. Fumes seared their lungs into uselessness. They screamed, then gurgled, their dissolved flesh filling the room with choking, searing fumes. Lacronte coughed, temporarily incapacitated, and for a moment he thought he was going to lose his lungs. By the time Rostov pushed past him, most of them were dead. "Lacronte, get yourself in order," Rostov said, seemingly unaffected by the acrid steam or the horrors that filled the cellar. Lacronte coughed, got his gun up, found he was covering corpses. As he got a better look at them, it became obvious this group represented the last of the cult, those too old, too scared, or too weak to fight. Only Kolis remained alive, cradling the remains of his ruined hand. He was weeping. "I should have gone with them. It was my time. Why did you stop me?" "You'll get to meet the Emperor soon enough," said Lacronte. He spat. His throat was raw, and his eyes stung.
I don't get this.
"You have time to redeem yourself," said Rostov, "if you tell us what is going on here." "You won't have her," burbled Kolis through his tears and snot. "It's too late." Rostov pulled off his glove and rested his bare skin against
I don't
Kolis'.
think it's ever too late.
"I won't
Or
have...
maybe I'm wrong.
"No one," said Kolis. "Listen to me. I know what you believe you are doing here. You do the Emperor's work, yes?" "You know nothing." "I know. You are trying to trick me," spat Kolis. "I won't tell you anything. You're an Inquisitor, one of his tormentors. You'd rather crush out the light to keep the darkness you know alive for fear of change, and damn us all in the process.
Damn.
Then enlighten me.
That's actually
Show
pretty
me the way to
fucking...
redemption." "I'm not talking." "I'm afraid I do not have time to be gentle," said Rostov. With his free hand, he reached down, grabbed Kolis' ruined fingers, and squeezed. Kolis screamed. Rostov's back arched, and he clamped hard onto Kolis' skull. His breath shuddered from him. Suddenly, Rostov released Kolis. "You have a prophet," he said. "Mistress Sov." Kolis let out a
pretty harsh.
Rostov pushed it aside.
A lot of harshness.
Koris began repeating. The Emperor protects, over and over, and nothing Rostov did to him got him to stop. Rostov got up. I know what I need to know for the time being. He looked back to the mountain. Ladrante, get him upstairs. Tell Antoniato to get him into the shutters. Keep him alive, Rostov ordered. Do not take your eyes off him. We will interrogate him more thoroughly later. Then you, I, and Chilka are going to the mountain. Chapter 31. Come with me. Inquisition. Prophet. Late on his second night on Srinagar, Fabian was woken by a hammering on the door. He'd managed to block out the weather trumpets that blared every hour with growing urgency, but a knock like that was another thing, loud as artillery fire and more insistent. Rasilisu, he croaked. Rasilisu! It took him a moment to remember his servant was gone. Throne preserve me, he moaned. Groggily, he hauled himself from under his covers. It was warm in there, and cold outside. For a cavern world, Srinagar was chilly, and he resented being dragged from his slumber. His quarters were modest, chosen for their proximity to the mountain stair and his work in the relay, rather than their comfort. More knocking boomed from the door. As he came down the stairs, he could see it, juddering in its housing. All right, I'm coming, he said. What are you doing? Smacking it with a power fist, he muttered, and keyed it open. It moved aside. He found himself staring at a Space Marine's belt buckle. Ah, he said. Historita Majoris Fabian
Fuck.
Gelfred. The warrior, anonymous
Shit.
behind his mask, wasn't
What
asking.
time were we on?
You are to come with me. Inquisitor Leonid Rostov of the Ordo Xenos
We ain't doing
demands
it
you
all.
attend him immediately. That's a heavy knock you've got. Fabian ran his hands through his hair and yawned loudly. The cavern shutters were open still, and a freezing wind blew in from the surface into the square, stirring bits of trash lying on the flagstones. He wondered when they'd be shut, and whether it would be for the enemy first or the weather. It was strangely serene. The evacuation was coming to an end, and the city was deserted, empty of all but a few military vehicles. You are to come with me, immediately, repeated the Space Marine. I heard you. Fabian looked down at his nightwear, then back at the Space Marine pointedly. I assume I can put my trousers on first. Fabian was taken deep into the mountain, upwards this time, into parts he had not yet seen, towards the relay itself. There were many soldiers there, in the green garb of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica and the blue uniforms of the Srinagar 15, come down from the moon, their bodies bulky with radiation-shielded armor and heads lost in huge inhuman bobbleheads. They manned strongpoints built into the structure and new barricades of prefabricated sections placed across the major access points. Arios's warriors reinforced them in ones and twos. As Fabian went within the hollow peak, the sense of pressure emanating from the relay grew. He already had a headache by the time he was shown into a room where Rumagoi paced nervously, and a blond man with reddish skin, dressed in carapace armor, sat staring directly at the door, as if he were expecting Fabian to walk in at the very instant that he did. Historita Majoris Fabian Gelfren, he said. Fabian recognized the look in his eyes. Inquisitors came from all manner of backgrounds, and in appearance no two were the same, but they all had that look. Fabian would have known Rostov was an Inquisitor even if he had not been summoned. He would have known, were Rostov not wearing his burnished carapace, the inquisitorial eye stamped crisply in the chest piece. Rostov could have been in rags. Fabian had seen that look in the eyes of refined old men, giant warriors, introverts, extroverts, the faithful and borderline heretics. Warriors, scholars, maidens, and scoundrels, whatever their origins, inclinations, or methods, all Inquisitors shared that look. A look of absolute power. Space Marines had scared Fabian in the beginning, and Rabute Gillen had scared him still, but Inquisitors were far more frightening than Primarchs and their progeny. Inquisitors scared him because they were fully human, and therefore fully flawed, exercise their power with complete, unwavering conviction, right or wrong. Inquisitor Rostov, I presume, he said. Rostov inclined his head in the affirmative and opened a gloved hand at a chair. I have a few questions I must ask you, he said. Of course, said Fabian. His mind was racing. The Logos and the Inquisition had been at loggerheads more than once. Hardly surprising, the Inquisition sought to hide knowledge, the Logos to illuminate it. Their relationship was a fine example of the disruption the Primarch's return had wrought across all Imperial organizations, with his need for haste crashing repeatedly into bureaucratic inertia. As for the Logos and the Inquisition, it had not yet come to blood, but Fabian expected the day was close. My lords, perhaps I should wait outside while I conclude my... began Rumagoy. You will wait there, said Rostov. He held up a finger. Rumagoy halted his pacing. Rabute Gilliman sent you here. Why? Rostov asked Fabian. I am here to ensure the Logos Historica Verita has a proper level of support throughout the Crusade fleets. We are in phase 2 of the expansion of our organization. But why you? Why here? Why now? Asked Rostov. I'm not sure of the direction of your questioning, Inquisitor. I'm here because I'm the most senior historitor closest to this sector. I command a cadre of historians. This world has a valuable archive of astropathic messages stretching back through the history of the Imperium that would be useful to our ongoing mission and must be protected from the enemy. And though it is incomplete, it is a precious primary source. There is more, stated Rostov. There is always more, said Fabian. From a
game.
point of view, the safeguarding of the archive is a good opportunity to demonstrate the utility of the Logos as a fully functioning arm of Imperial governance to those who remain skeptical of it. You have no investment in personal glory? Fabian had nothing to hide, so spoke freely. I have no real desire for glory. No. Knowing things is what motivates me, I think, if anybody can objectively examine their own motivations. Once, when I was a mid-ranking adept, I dreamed of acclaim, but my life has moved so far beyond where I thought it would go that I find myself detached from ambition. What I want to do now is serve the Emperor properly, meaningfully. I want the Logos to be a success. I want the Primarch to have what he needs to save our miserable lives. He looked up at Rostov. Piercing blue eyes stared into the back of his skull. You are telling the truth, Rostov said. You are a psyker, said Rumagoy. I thought it so. Yes, said Rostov. Fascinating, said Rumagoy, appraising Rostov anew. Now, Fabian said, it's late. Why have you summoned me here? The archive, Rostov asked. Have you noticed any kind of pattern in the messages, the recent messages? We have had no time to do anything but try to save them, Inquisitor, said Fabian. We've evacuated the most precious physical records, but our main task is X-loading the contents of the data looms. That will take time. Once we are done, we can run searches on your behalf if you wish. However, these are astropathic records. They incline to the abstruse. When can you do this? Not for a day or two. If you could provide us with parameters, it would make our job easier. I shall. Soon. First, I have to be sure what I am looking for. He flexed his fingers. Leather creaked. The word bearers are coming here for a reason. They are looking for something, and I believe it is inside this mountain. He returned to Rumagoy. There is a powerful mind, unusual. It is broadcasting fragmentary visions. Mistress Sol? Where did you hear that name? Asked Rumagoy. The identities of the astropaths here are guarded. Rostov did not answer, but pulled out a tightly rolled cylinder of paper from a pouch. Do you know any of these people? Rumagoy read down the list. No, he said. No, no. He evidently expected to see nothing familiar, so his lips were part way towards forming another no when he came to a name he very obviously did know. His jaw hung slack. Colas, he said. He looked up, shocked. I sent a runner, but I haven't heard anything from him. Doesn't he live here? Asked Fabian. In the mountain? Oh, none of us do, said Rumagoy. The psychic exposure is too great. It's all right when you're awake and fighting it, but going to sleep, letting our unconscious mind be exposed to all this, we'd be dead in days. Working here is bad enough. Our lives are shorter because... but we serve. I have spoken to Curus, said Rostov. I have seen the visions emanating from this mountain. There is something happening here, something unusual. I'm sure this is only a misunderstanding, said Rumagoy. Curus is one of the most devout men that I know. He then added, after thinking, though I must protest my own innocence. Whatever he is mixed up in, if he is, I have nothing to do with it. We shall see, said Rostov. He is in my custody now. What? Focus. Speak to me. Have you noticed anything strange? Rumagoy nodded. Yes, many things, but the unusual has become the usual since the Cicatrix Maledictum split the sky, and until the tremors started, we didn't... Slow down, said Rostov. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. I need specifics. Tell me. Take your time. Rumagoy blinked and swallowed. Many messages recently have been corrupted with the same thing. A glorious child, an angel, sometimes bright, sometimes dark. Same thing, over again, scattered in the information content of the teleprayers. It started some months before the rift, and has been gradually increasing in frequency since. These interruptions became visions. There were tremors associated with the visions. There's no point in denying it. He sighed and threw up his hand. It's all centered on her. We are taking all the relevant precautions. Mistress Sov is an asset. She has... Rostov silenced him with a glance. You don't need to plead her case, he said. I have not come to kill her. She is under the Emperor's seal and approved by the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. As of this moment, I do not deem her a threat. I only need to speak with her. She doesn't speak, other than to deliver teleprayers and lately visions. She's tanked. She's ancient. You will get no sense from her, Inquisitor. I will be the judge of that. Take me to her. Rumagoy looked beyond the point of disagreement, thought better of it, and meekly nodded his head. Of course, immediately, said Rumagoy, although he did not look pleased at the prospect. Rostov looked at Fabian. The Historitor is coming with us. Rostov set a pace that Rumagoy struggled to match, and the first transliterator was florid and sweating by the time they reached the innermost part of the relay. Rostov moved unerringly, already sure of where they needed to go, and passed through the various checkpoints with impatience. For his own part, Fabian experienced a mix of curiosity and trepidation. He had never been into an astropathic relay before. Few people had. He felt the psychic pressure coming from the choir growing weightier by mathematical square with every 10 yards they went. Rumagoy's insistence on reiterating the danger of what they were doing worried him. You don't have the training, Rumagoy kept saying. Have you been tested for psychic ability? Oh, never mind, never mind. He asked when they reached the final portal, but broke off before Fabian could answer, exchanging worried whispers with the guardian of the last door. They entered the center of the relay. Rostov turned down the protective equipment, flashing his inquisitorial seal when the offer turned to insistence. A concerned Rumagoy wore a strange, almost decorative helm made of crystals and wire. As Fabian lacked the training that Rumagoy was so concerned with, he was encased in a combination helmet and full torso, chest, and backplate that thrummed.
Wow, did I totally fuck that up?
Occasionally gave off outgassings of corpuscent that curled unpleasantly behind him. They crossed a spindly bridge from the inner surface of the sphere that led to a pearly orb mounted on an extrusion of cables and struts reaching up from the sphere floor. Rostov strode forward, unbothered by the crushing presence of so many powerful minds. Fabian felt like he was far underwater and not in any tranquil place, but one troubled by currents that threatened to tear him away. The bowed plastic faceplate thrum and snap of the relay machines. He felt isolated from himself, lifted up and away, like his mind were a float tethered to his body. He struggled to process his surroundings with its bizarre geometries and imprisoned psychers. They were seated on thrones, held in place by manipulated gravity and strong iron bands. Their empty eye sockets stared at the pearl at the center, ghost lights flickering in the shadows where their eyes should have been. All of them had their mouths wide open. All of them were silent. Fabian had the impression they were screaming nonetheless. He was barely conscious by the time they reached the center, his protective gear trailing corpuscent from the psychic bleed over. Bizarre machines gathered around an aperture above the pearl, and they were watching him through their arrays of mirrors. Rumagoi seemed to be judging him, tutting, comically wagging his finger. Then the door opened. He staggered in, and Rumagoi was nowhere near him, but engaged in a conversation with Rostov that Fabian did not recall them starting. Not usual to have a relay so close to a civilian population center, but we take precautions. The mountain is baffled. The rock helps. The population is small and rigorously screened for psychers. Fabian opened the faceplate, letting the yellowing plastic dangle on its hinge. Why? Both Rostov and Rumagoi looked at him like they'd forgotten he was there. Why what? Said Rumagoi. Why are they sighted where they are? Far away from people, I mean. Oh, a few things, said Rumagoi irritably. Demonic possession, psychic overspill, reality collapse, that kind of thing. Nothing very serious. Help me get this off, said Fabian. Rumagoi grumbled his way over and helped unclip the heavy device. The pressure was much less in the pearl, even though it was the focal point of the whole relay. Rumagoi had told him that. He couldn't remember why it worked that way or when he'd been told. This one is closer than most. We need the population to service it, said Rumagoi, answering a question Fabian didn't recall asking. Putting it in the void exposes our people to the stars' mercy. The same with placing the city at a safe distance on the ground. The risks of the stars outweigh the risks of having people close to the relay. Rumagoi pulled the equipment off. Fabian groaned in relief and bent down with his hands on his knees. Do you need to sit? Rumagoi asked. I'm fine, he said, waving him away. If the particle effusions are so dangerous, why is it here in the first place? Fabian asked. Rostov, who was standing with his hand on his chin, looking at a dark glass cylinder, answered. The warp is affected by what goes on in reality. It is not simply our spiritual nature that molds it, but matter and gravity. Large mass objects warp the Empyrean's shape. Certain physical phenomena can open up calm channels in the endless storms there. The activity of the stars poisons human life, but creates a conduit of rare conductivity in the warp. Messages sent from this place travel far and sound loudly. That is why the relay station is situated on Srinagar. Correct? He said to Rumagoi. A touch simplified, but yes, said the first transliterator. He reached out to touch a wall stud. Amber light flooded the inside of the cylinder. This is Mistress Sov, he said reverently. She is the cause of the earthquakes and of these visions. The enemy are coming for her. Why? Rostov asked. She's always been very powerful, said Rumagoi. She started strong. She used to transliterate her own teleprayers, and no need for help. Her talent grew over time, until she had become the most powerful of her kind in all the sector, an epsilon level on the Imperial assignment. Very rare, very dangerous if she were free. All this is in our records. She's old. She was ancient when I was a boy, tanked long before I was born. An unusually long lifespan for an astropath, said Rostov. She survived far longer than most, Rumagoi agreed. Most of them die after a couple of decades of service, but not only has she survived, she's grown stronger, and she's getting stronger still, evidencing increased telekinetic ability. The tremors, you see, they are new, and she causes them. Rostov looked at him with such intensity, Rumagoi was forced to look away. Have you noted a greater incidence of psychers in the general population? Yes, said Rumagoi. He frowned. is the rift, said Rostov. I am sure of it. But that is not why I am here. Not directly.
Cool. Now we just need a spot.
Rumakoy asked. I do not know, said Rostov. I must see, and to do that, I have to touch her. Why? It is the nature of my gift. Rumakoy was disturbed. The only way to do that is to drain the tank. You put her at risk. You could kill her. She is putting us all at risk. I have to see what she sees directly. That's a command, First Transliterator. I have the authority. Rumakoy was shaking. Very well, very well. Just be careful, please. You have affection for her, said Rostov. Respect. She has done much good, Rumakoy said. His hands hovered over a bank of controls, unwilling to descend on them. She is revered. She has given her life in service to the Emperor. Her talent and her actions have saved millions of lives. I do not want to see her killed before her time, to satisfy some Inquisitor's hunch. Drain the tank. I will be swift, said Rostov. Rumakoy muttered to himself darkly as he activated the draining sequence. Skulls descended from the ceiling to count down the procedure and utter dire warnings. The light in the tank turned red. Ready to purge support medium, a toneless machine voice said. You will be quick, Rumakoy said. I will be quick, said Rostov. Rumakoy stabbed the last button. Purging, 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 said the voice. The milky liquid drained away. As the level fell, Mistress Sov became only a little clearer. Amnion was glutinous and ran thickly down the inside of the tank. She was a shadow that crumpled without the support of the fluid, falling against the glass with a thump and squeaking helplessly down the inside of the cylinder. Her breathing tube and mask went taut, then pulled free from her head to dangle as she sank to her knees. Rumakoy watched in a state of high agitation. A mechanical sucking noise finished the draining. Quickly, the First Transliterator said. You will have to catch her. Rostov knelt by the tank. Rumakoy keyed another button. The cylinder split open on nearly invisible seams. The smell of the amnion flooded into the room, a gluey smell rendered fats and tallow. Mistress Sov half fell out of her prison into Rostov's arms. Beneath the slick of the fluid, she was heavily wrinkled. Her breasts were flat points on her chest, and her skin sagged under her arms. She looked like she was 500 years old. She moaned.
She probably is.
Come, she said. Now, hurry, for the love of the Emperor, Rumakoy said. Rostov tugged off an amnion-smeared glove with his teeth. Forgive me, mistress, he said, and laid the back of his hand upon her cheek. I have to be sure. Behind Fabian's eyes, everything went white. Chapter 32. Vision man carried a pair of sandals. He wore a short chiton. His skin was a deep brown. Bits of the environment leapt at Rostov. Fragments of seaweed on the beach.
Right, wait, where are we? Because the next thing will allow us to put the heads on, or, well, is that it doesn't need to be super cured, it's not like that, it just needs to be cured enough that it's starting to go hard, and then I can paint it, and then I can, just once the glue's on it, and it dries, it's going nowhere, but Gauss Blaster Green, ladies and gentlemen, mixed with Moot Green, for a fucking tiny spot highlight.
A group of houses occupied the rocky ground, well out of the way of the worst storm tides. Wood and leaves on stilted platforms, undistinctive. He could have been looking at any one of 100,000 worlds. Then he heard the bell-like voices of children at play, laughter and shrieks broken up by the wind, always returning. This was the world he had seen before. The man's stride picked up pace, moving directly to the houses. A few men working on nets at the shore waved at him and called out, and he waved back, answering their hails with their names. Their dialect was far from standard Gothic, unintelligible. The sand gave way to warm rock. The man climbed stairs, smoothed by generations of feet, that curled up through the houses. The village was small, a dozen shacks. The man stopped at the last. He put down his samples with others on grass matting, took down his pole, opened the sack, took out a carved wooden animal, and put the rest neatly aside. He climbed over a rope ladder onto the hut's veranda, then pushed back another mat serving as a door, and went inside. The house was very dark after the blaze of the sun. It seemed larger inside than it had from outside. There were numerous bedrolls rolled up by the wall, clearing the room for the needs of the day. But one was out and occupied. There was a woman sleeping. There was a baby close by, a bundle on the floor, small hands twitching in its dreams. A baby, but so much more. The man moved forward. Contact was broken. Fabian got up off the floor with the worst headache he had ever suffered. Rostov was cradling the astropath, Sol. Her lips were moving, and Rostov was bent low to listen, but Fabian could not hear what was being said over the wail of the alarms. Rumagoy consulted a shielded scope. "The enemy are here!" he shouted into Fabian's ear. "We will begin shutting down the relay and moving the astropaths out. We must leave." He looked at Sov. "Help me get her back into the suspension cylinder." Rostov stood. "It's too late," he said. He did not shout, but they could hear him. Somehow his voice cut through the clamor. "Mistress Sov is dead." The three men could not speak easily until they had left the chamber. But once they were divested of their protective gear and in a quieter place, Rumagoy rounded on the Inquisitor.
How dare you!
"What have you done?" "She did what she had to. She was glad to give her life for this. It may be nothing, but she did her duty. This is troubling." "What did she tell you?" Rostov ignored him. "Fabian, I advise you to get your Historiators out of this facility and into shelter. We have not finished copying the archives. Then I leave the choice to you, but be warned, the enemy will be coming here one way or another into this relay. She told me." "We have to finish," said Fabian. "I shall put Captain Arios on high alert, but if we leave now, then all our efforts will be wasted. If the enemy do come, the archive will be lost. We have to finish." "Why do you think the enemy will come here?" Rumagoy asked. "We were told to expect bombardment, not invasion. What did she say?" Finally, Rostov answered him. "She said, he is coming."
She could be talking about the Emperor as well there, but no, I kinda agree with her.
Athergate met the foe with a savage grin. "Here they come. The heretical bastards walked right into our trap."
Oh, what the hell is this?
Into our trap. The Wordbearer's fleet sailed through the void in crescent formation. The rays of the suns shone off their hulls, lighting them up like motile stars. Athergay gauged their distance by their relative brightness. It was peaceful and beautiful, like all void battles were in their opening moments, before the shooting began. The sharp, clipped murmur of orders passing back and forth across the command deck made her spine shiver with pleasure. Only victory outdid anticipation. There was a delicious pride to be enjoyed of a strategy laid out, of fleets in formations before they were disrupted, and vessels torn apart. Battle at its height was a manifestation of chaos, but the start was pure order, thousands upon thousands of human beings working towards one collective goal. Organized violence at scale brought out the very best in mankind, she thought. It was all hers to command. Dozens of ships, hundreds of thousands of lives, the fate of a world in the balance. A lesser mind would shy away from such responsibility. Perhaps if she had suffered more defeats, she would have been reluctant to shoulder the burden. But she enjoyed the power. She enjoyed the potential for disaster that she would turn into triumph. Athergay feared no defeat, because she never lost. She paced up and down her command dais, the short heels of her dress boots clicking on the metal. Tactical hololiths on, she ordered. Enginarium to begin acceleration to quarter speed. She looked out at the approaching stars, growing brighter with every moment. I see no munition swarm ahead of the Wordbearers. Have they cast out preceding mass shot? Screens were consulted. Negative, Group Mistress, one of her deck officers reported. No munitions detected. Negative on mass perturbation of void space. No energy signatures for either cannon fire or torpedo engine engagement. Frame distortion? Athergay said, lifting up her chin and staring at the command deck ceiling. There was a winged saint up there she liked. It wasn't particularly well rendered, but it seemed to pay special attention to her. She half fancied the Emperor watched over her through its inlaid stone eyes when she was feeling pious. Enemy fleet are at -4 light minutes, the officer reported. This was the great challenge of Void War. The first rounds were pure strategy, for what each side saw had already happened. Athergay wandered around the circuit of the dais, peering over the shoulders of her lieutenants, working at their stations. Give information immediately should fire be detected. They mean to come in fast. I think
I'm gonna have to get some more Fire Slayer special on that.
They haven't launched them yet, and they won't until they are closer.
Shit, anyway.
Probably
At distance, it looks alright,
said Athergay. She turned to her fleet liaison. Hainkin, give order to Iolus to spread formation. If the foe are preparing for a full charge,
all of these are useless, they're all going to be discarded in about a year's time.
The orders rippled down from the dais to the comms desks and were sent out into the fleet. I advise moving Task Force 1 turn full broadside to present guns to the enemy, said Diomed. Not yet. We are not going to cast out our own mass cloud. Oh, yes, said Athergay. Like then, we're just going to wait a little. Our task forces quarters Delphus 1 and 2 in position. One is hiding in the moon's shadow, another officer reported. 2 reported position taken up at system's edge 5 minutes ago. Stellar weather? Particle count climbing. Major eruption predicted in -1 hour 59 minutes. Potential duration 4 to 6 hours. Enemy contact 1 hour 35 minutes. Perfect, said Athergay. Let's refrain from casting out our mass shot until they are nearer. That way they'll assume they're dealing with some idiot dunderhead like Dionys. Emperor rest his soul, rather than I, Eloise Athergay. We'll keep them off guard until we're ready to strike, and then they can reckon with the suns and the guns of the Emperor at the same time. She smiled, gaze fixed on the oculus. Cor Feron, eh? Jolly good. Let's see that old witch Van Leskers keep me on backline duty once I've blasted his sorry ass out of the cosmos. She took her throne and wrapped her knuckles.
Wow. Fuck off.
For the time being, she ignored the hard press of the stimbox in her breast pocket. Is it just me, or is today a mighty fine day to be sailing for the Emperor? The bridge of the dominant will resounded to the quiet praises of the 1,000 priests arranged in tier Had she been in the presence of such dark majesty, the aura of his power shifted in her witch sight. 10,000 years he had fought the long war. He was steeped in the approval of the gods, mightier than her master Tenebrous. He appeared pleased in an unforgiving sort of way. She thought he approved of what he saw, the devout at work, prayers always on their lips as they prepared ancient weapons to destroy another fleet. He said little. The Dark Apostle, Prydor Vrakan, stood to the side of his throne, and it was he who delivered what few orders were necessary. There was no idle chatter. Corferon's crew worked silently, speaking only when absolutely necessary. Mortal holy men and heretic Astartes priests both patrolled the deck, looking for infraction against the rule of Lorgar. They would find none. The people aboard served with all their hearts. The dominant will was a temple of the gods, and the command deck its sacred tabernacle. Such peace, such purity of thought and deed. Seeing this serenity, this purpose, all bent to the will of the true gods. Yang wondered if Corferon's way were a better way, as he himself insisted. Tenebrous was injured, warped by mutation, but not Corferon. He sat enthroned, a great champion. She could feel the favor of the powers on him. He made Tenebrous seem like a thief, stealing from their table, when the Dark Cardinal was invited to dine with them in honor. But that was the choice. No power came without a price. Tenebrous's position was more precarious, but she wondered how free Corferon was. Did he serve himself while serving the gods as Tenebrous did, or was he simply a tool of greater beings? The enemy do not appear to be doing very much, said Tenebrous.
Can't fucking see it right, can you?
There were dark pouches under his black
Looks
eyes.
good under the light.
The rituals he had undertaken had enfeebled him. Yang began to understand why Corferon had summoned the sorcerer to his side. She judged that the Dark Cardinal was perfectly capable of the same feats that Tenebrous was, but in having her master perform them, he had delegated the risk. You have no understanding of what you witness, sorcerer, said Corferon. You know nothing of void warfare. He did not look at the sorcerer when he
I think I'm gonna
but
call
stared
it
out into the dark of space, his
once
time-weathered face left in
all the
profile.
screen's on.
Vrakan turned his
I'm
helmet
gonna
head and gave Tenebrous a long warning stare. The sorcerer
get the paint on for the.
Tenebrous bared
Done
his
that already,
mutinous
haven't I?
teeth. I am a student of all things, my lord Corferon, though I admit that the working of magic is my forte.
Done that.
One cannot be mighty in all things.
Yep.
I am curious to learn. You are weak enough that you must admit your weakness, said the Dark Cardinal. I have been conducting war since the Emperor walked the stars, spreading his lies wherever he went. Perhaps, oh great and puissant lord, you would explain, for the benefit of my acolyte. Corferon's face barely moved when he spoke, leaving it as severe and fixed as a death mask. This is the calm. Soon all will be light and thunder, and we shall give the gods great sacrifice. Now be silent. If you would learn, watch and witness. Give me the enemy's numbers, he demanded of his crew. We count 8 capital ships, my lord. 2 battle cruisers, 3 cruisers, 3 light cruisers, a doleful voice intoned. 22 escort craft. Corferon looked out across the line of the enemy, arrayed to meet him in a 2-deep wall of ships. Tenebrous watched expectantly. Yang risked a glance directly at the Dark Cardinal. They knew we were coming, Corferon stated eventually. Yet they meet us with only one of their crusade battle groups. This is an obvious trap. He said nothing more, but Prydor Vrakan spoke. He did not need to explain, but something moved him to. Yang prayed to the fore it was some small measure of favor for her that made him speak. Their presence in this number, and so well ordered, suggests they were expecting us, Vrakan said. If Corferon disapproved of Vrakan's explanation, he did not show it. the smallest movement of claw or eye, and his crew would rush to obey orders that were obscure to Yang, but perfectly clear to them. It is possible they also anticipated my Lord Corferon's involvement, Fracken continued, his voice loud and strident through the ancient emitters of his warplate. He is a great prize for them. This system presents an opportunity for ambush. Technological means of detection are limited by the activity of the stars. Access to the warp is limited by the power given off by the relay, and the transreal warp phenomena that allow it to operate. We will be ambushed. This was all presented as simple fact. Neither Vracken nor Corferon were perturbed. The Dark Cardinal did not move. He called no alarm, nor bade his warriors rush to arms, while Vracken spoke slowly, almost in a trance, like a stone oracle delivering dooms. They will have another of these fleets waiting in hiding. The positioning of the visible force is a provocation. They are asking us to fight them. Vracken lifted up his massive power gauntlet to point at the tactical hololith. There will be forces stationed midway between sun and star, in the planetary Auspex shadow. If there is another, I expect them to be waiting in interplanetary space. This visible force is a blockade to keep us away from the
That's the last one.
If we halt a course, they will match us, engaging us at long range, holding us until one or more of their supporting forces can execute an approach or harry us directly into their path. Fracken looked up to the top of the oculus. They will come from above or below the plane of the ecliptic, maybe from the rear. They mean to trap us and destroy us. So, how then will the prize be won? Said Tenebris. You cannot invade. You cannot teleport from this far out, and you will not be able to get close enough to take down the void shields protecting the city. You cannot use sorcery either, I am thinking. No, said Fracken. Even with the shields down, the empirical rip caused by the Psyker beacon would scatter our souls to every corner of the warp, whether technology or sorcery is employed. Then I am intrigued to hear your solution. Yang looked surreptitiously at the parties present, Tenebris, Vracken, and Ferron. It was Corferon who answered. Your sorcery would not suffice, Hand of Abaddon. Mine will. I am the blessed of the gods, bearer and protector of the word. To the truly faithful, the powers grant other means. He raised his voice a tiny amount, but the effect was instantaneous, sending his crew into a rush of activity. Begin the attack. Third Lieutenant Basu looked up from his station. Energy signatures indicate full burn from all approaching word-bearer ships, my lady. They are accelerating to maximum attack speed. On current course, they will pass right through our formation within the hour. Athagay nodded, visible eye narrowing as her data monocular fed information directly to her left retina. That is not a viable invasion approach. They know we are going to ambush them, she said baldly, then began to speak rapidly and with purpose. Increased depth of formation. Concave bow, 4,000-mile depth at apex, she commanded. Eyeless capital assets, prepare to launch torpedoes. One volley. Turn starboard, 90 degrees, to present port broadside. Luxaturna and Exeunt Malus accepting. Captains Godric and Zenobius stand ready. Escorts, hearken.
Surely the sensors of the ship will show that they're...
Scimitar spread. Groups split by alphanumeric designation. Even group, 6,000 miles plus superior ecliptic. Odd group, 6,000 miles minus inferior ecliptic. Luxaturna and Exeunt Malus prepare Nova cannons for immediate firing. All carrier craft, reserve strike craft launch until further notice. She paced as she spoke, a small flock of cyber constructs trailing her, vox thieves snatching up her words for storage in the log. Bells rang, and the chatter on the bridge increased. Her orders were repeated word for word as they were passed out to the other ships and into stations deep
That is shocking.
Surely St. Aster is out ahead of the others, Master Ordinatum, or what's the point of being the bloody flagship? The ordnance crew responded with
I don't
gusto.
know. That's a bit
Aye,
dumb.
aye, Group Mistress. Claxons wooed. The ship grumbled as tower-long torpedoes eased their way into the water. They always looked like they were moving so slowly, almost lazily, struggling to haul free of the ship. But they pulled away to be joined by swarms of others, the blue lights of their plasma drives losing themselves in gaily illuminated groups. Hard to starboard, Athergate yelled. All ships turn contra to Prime World orbital path. Present port batteries to the enemy. Toxins whooped. The St. Aster, mighty beast that she was, grumbled and moaned as her maneuvering jets forced her around. The voidscape shifted, sweeping the command deck's oculus across the stars, tracking all along the right flank of the enemy's formation. The view moved away from the foe until the right side of the window glowed with the light of Srin and Gar, far off and out of sight.
Give that a couple of minutes, get the black and the green on the rest of it, and then we'll give that a minute to dry, and then we'll get the heads on them. So, flesh is red, I think, or stone, or white. Well, white may as well be the last thing to go on, because we should get the red on first. So, this will be quick. Oh, blood angels. Everyone I say is quick, and then it's never quick.
Jewel-sharp images of ships crowded with data tags. First Lieutenant Diomed, said Athergate, snapping out the words like gunfire. How are our big guns? Group Mistress, Luxa Turner reports Nova Cannon online and ready to fire. Exion Malice reports Nova Cannon ready to fire. Requesting targeting data. Convey the following. Center formation, 400-mile spacing. Targets of will. Conveyed. She waited. Accepted. Lux Eterna to fire Nova Cannon now.
That's not good. That's way too far.
On the tactolith, the tags appended to the Mars-class cruiser flashed. A streak of light shot from its bow, brilliant white on the display. The graviometric impellers of a Nova Cannon accelerated a plasma shell to a significant fraction of the speed of light, and it outpaced the torpedo swarms in the blink of an eye. The shell exploded to a fuse timed to the smallest fraction of a second. Nova Cannons were devastating, but at that speed, even a small error could result in a shot far off target. Report, Athergate commanded. Time to visual confirmation. Fleet light distance, 2 minutes, Lieutenant Basu replied. I want damage information the moment it is available. Lux Eterna, reload. Exuberant Malice, fire,
What the fuck is going on with this thing?
Shouted. They felt the hits exactly as they saw them. Twinkles on the approaching fleet turrets, focus beams cast at the speed of light. Their void shields boiled. The enemy were better provided with lance weapons than the Imperials, for their ships were of older, superior patterns. Return fire! Athergay shouted. The St. Aster shuddered with the release of its main guns. Lance beams flicked on and off, almost too quick to see, the damage already done before the sight had registered. A wall of torpedoes, mass shot, and explosives hurtled towards the enemy, a wall they could not hope to avoid, but must weather as best they could, as the closing ships traded lance fire. 25 minutes until close range, reported Basu. 49 minutes until weather front.
What is going on here? Once again, there was sound. There was no sound. For whatever reason, my mic decided to drop. I apologise. Thank you so much, by the way. I have no clue what is going on here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Dun 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 dun. Because you seem to be killing it. Destiny, yeah. That's some cool shit you've got there. I'm not too bad, my man. I'm getting to the very end. This is, well, not the very end. It's far from the very end, but it's. Oh my god, shut up. What is going on here? 2 seconds, let me. Ugh. Anyway. These guys are about done. These guys got finished. Well, I say finished. There's still things I want to do to them. Yes, my man, Dark Angels. Is this terrible camera that I've got? Nothing really works. Thank you so much. It's one of those things that I'm not. There's a bit. Still got a long way to go. I'm still not sure about this scheme either. And I finally got myself an airbrush, and I used it on this, and this thing, it's glossy when it comes out of the airbrush, but when it's on just the hand painted sort of stuff, it's kind of matte and normal. Thank you so much. But I've got there. Well, once these Terminators are done, I'm supposed to be going on to do Chaos Marines, but I've got a new thing for doing black, so. Ah man, I didn't know. I apologise. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not great at this sort of stuff, so bear with me. I don't know where this is coming from. Because there should be only one thing. Should be only one input, and everything else on my end is off. Yeah, I've got a lot to learn. Put it that way. I'm not doing great at all. But, you know, little bits. Got a better camera, turned out to be worse. Usual shit. But anyway, how are you guys doing? What are you working on? Yeah, my man. I hate it. Oh, you are. Thank you. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. How have you done this? I didn't realize that you could drag people in. These are very fucking cool. Put it that way. I was just about to put the heads on these guys, and I've been at it for a while now, so I was gonna put the heads on and then go. Well, I've got to finish off a little bit of painting and get food, but. Fuck! I get that. I do that a lot as well. What is wrong? I don't understand. Rip it all to pieces and then be like, you idiot. Right. You're getting a hooded head, you're getting a hooded head, you're getting a hooded head. You can go and sit over here for a bit, because I think that was all the red done. That's if I had any viewers, I would definitely be I would return the favor. So I take it you're loving Tyranids and all the rest of the sort of stuff. Very much. I've got the Imperium magazine and I'm kind of looking forward to getting on them. Your channel's fucking awesome, my man. You've got an affiliate link for Element Games. I'll be coming to you soon, because I need to get some more paints. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't really. I was kind of in the zone and hadn't really noticed. I need to get all the flashy little things that pops up on my screen, but it's one of them where it would have been. Let me know. I think people just, when I come in and I start painting and I get into the zone and I put on an audiobook, I think people just come in for the audiobook. Anyway, you're currently doing the Dark Angels Interrogator Chaplain. Oh, Teeth of Terror. You're going to be running around with 9 attacks, slicing things to pieces. I need to go and have a look. How are you? How are you finding it? How are you liking it? What model have you used, or have you kit bashed your own? Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Let me see. Let me see your beautiful work. Let's do this. That is fucking awesome. Holy shit. You're white. You're bone white. Fucking very grim dark as well. See, this is the problem. I've got this thing that I don't care. It looks fucking cool. I love this. I love the shoulder pad in the mud. Man, that's fucking beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. It's one of them that it's like it's one of those things that I need to sort of rectify myself, because I love sort of the grim dark. I love the grim dark sort of paint scheme. At the same time, it's one of them where it's kind of, I see a lot of people do it, but they I feel like they go too far into just slick it, like slapping oil on it, because these guys literally do nothing all day but sort of fight in cages and then clean their fucking armor and guns and prey and all that sort of shit. So their armor and weapons are gonna be like pristine until they hit the battlefield. You know what I mean? And then it's. But some people have got them that looks like they're just running around in rust and nothing works. Ah, I agree with you. White Scar is fucking probably the best one. Use Greys, Celestia Grey and Ulthrim Grey. White Scar is the only. Yeah. Generally use that on my joints. I don't know. It's one of them where it's. There's a bit of me that don't want them. There's a bit of me that, because I was gonna get all these guys finished, like get my. I wanted to go back on them, and then put like just chipping damage and sort of shots and holes and all that sort of stuff, and try and sort of. I've still got to get the. I've still got to tie them at their base as well and get like the mud around the sort of boots, but it's one of them where. Plus, I need to get better. I need to actually get a bit of fucking. What is it? Object source lighting. It's pretty much all the time, isn't it? It's in just like any sort of book where they're wandering around. It's like they live in this shit and they just fucking constantly. Yeah, well, I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not good enough for that yet. But I wouldn't mind getting sort of like the a couple of things on them look like they're like glowing. Well, this is the wonderful thing about all this is I don't need anyone else at all. I just need to keep plucking away and learning and doing shit myself. But it's one of them. I need to actually do an interrogator chaplain from my list, but I want to. I did have a recipe for black armor, and I didn't think it was very good. And I've got a new recipe for black armor, and I think it looks fantastic. But I want to use it on something else before I go putting it on my chaplains and my Raven Wing. Oh, I've got a wee bit of a chunk to go. Oh no, I haven't done him yet. What else are? I take it there's a few of yous here. What else are yous all working on? It's not just. I mean, what's your army? What's your main force? Mali does Death Guard. Ah, this is really nice. I don't know. I think it's just people picking up stuff. It's nice when people come and say hi. It makes the whole thing a lot better. Death Guard. Oof. Mate Stuart, his Death Guard's absolutely fucking beautiful. But he's went and trying and done it. He's sort of done it the old way. He started off like the white and the bone that they had from like the Heresy, and then mucked it up instead of like the green that they have in 40k. There you go. See if these guys fucking. So. I remember there's a specific one that I wanted for the guy shooting. I can't remember which one's which. There's nothing wrong with that. Kind of. A lot of the time I've got an audiobook on as well. I didn't realise that once again my mic has a disservice. I need to get a better mic because this happens. Dude, have you got any pictures, my man? I just want to see, because there's a bit of me that there's a couple of things that I wouldn't mind. Oh, what have I done? Ah, shit. Is this going to show up? I need some inspiration for that as well. Have you used any of the? Do you use them as well, not Black Legion, but can they be used as others as well? Mic quality is good. It decides to cut out every now and again when I'm not fucking paying attention. Sitting here fucking. Is this gonna work? What do you think? Not there. Is that working? Ah, and you can still see. Damn it. No. Don't want to cut too much of it off. You're still gonna see the green. Ah, fuck off. Ah, well, that was cool. I was hoping to. I've got a few other things that I'm like, as I say, I've got a box of Chaos Marines there, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with them. I don't know if I just want to do them Black Legion, and then I was gonna like indulge a bit of heresy and turn them. I'll put a couple of fallen Dark Angels in amongst them, just to sort of, for my purposes. I've got a couple of mates who really enjoy 40k, but they just can't afford it at all right now. So it's one of those things where, like, pretty much got a squad of, well, I think it's 500 points worth of Black Legion. I think I've got 500 points of Tau. I think I've got 500 points of Tyranids, and then I've got a chunk of Necrons and Sisters and Admech. I got that Imperium magazine. I don't have a hobby Instagram. I'm actually thinking about setting one up. It was I was just using Reddit, and I was dunking all, like, just fucking throwing shit into chats and all that. I've been at this a while. Well, not particularly at the painting a while or any of the rest of it, and I'm only just learning what you actually need to do or what people need to do. So it's one of them where I don't actually have a dedicated Instagram for all this. That's what I'm learning. Dun, 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 dun. Don't particularly. I mean, I was doing this for myself and then just getting into it, but I don't know. I've had a couple of changes in my life recently, so it's one of them that I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. So Warhammer Instagram is huge, pretty great community, as is the Twitch community. Okay, I will definitely give that bad boy a go. Well, I didn't even like. I'm not sure because it's one of them that never really used the old Instagram. Like, I had Facebook. And had Reddit, but then ended up just got very sick of some of them things. I got sick of Facebook anyway. It was just a load of fucking people talking shit all day with fake lives. So kinda bend it. But I was actually talking a couple, well, Stuart and Gordon the other night about that, about getting an Instagram for all this, and actually taking proper photos, because just taking a photo with a camera is not the way to go about it, is it? Fuck you. Get in. There you go, Imperium Magazine, Dark Angel. Yeah. I don't know. A better view of him. No clue. Thank you so much. So actually, one of the things about doing this on Twitch is kind of cool. The amount of people that it was actually, because there's not many people here that actually do this where I'm at, and it's one of them where it's kind of nice that every now and again you open up Twitch and then you get a chance to actually speak to people who are also doing it and like get to see your beautiful work and all the rest of it, and it just sort of fuels the continual must do more. Have I lost a head? No, I have not. I've not lost a head. But yeah. Are you fucking shitting me? No fucking way. I definitely need. I can't believe this. Right, that's not going on. Not anytime soon. Fucking Blue Tack. Blue Tack's just pulled. Blue Tack has literally just pulled the paint off the back. Is it? Is it? Yep. Pulled the paint off of the back of one of my goddamn heads. Fuck. I think the worst part is when you've got something fucking beautiful and then you decide, I'm gonna put varnish on it, and it bubbles up into fucking nothing, or you've just spent forever on something, and like it's managed to pull the Warpstone Lightning off the back, but it's left the fucking base coat. I don't get how it even managed to do that. I have no idea. This is why I've started gluing things to it. I like started off with Blue Tack with like just like sub assembly and all the rest of the sort of stuff, and it was all Blue Tack. And I don't know how many times I'd got something. It's like what was it? I can't remember what I was doing. It was when I was first fucking around with the airbrush, and it was like I used Blue Tack to mask the armor that I'd already put on. So I'd painted up this sort of like it was more Deathwing. It was Terminators or something. I was doing a cloak and I fucking like masked up the armor part of it that I'd finished, and then I used the airbrush to do the sort of cloak, and then when I pulled all the Blue Tack off, it just wrecked all the stuff beneath it, and I was like, fuck. Just fucking ruined like the whole top half of the fucking model. I was like, great, Charlie, fucking good work there. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we need. And I went away and cried, and nearly threw it all in the bin. Rage quit. How are you finding Destiny 2? Just out of curiosity, with all the updates that have been done to it. Yep, that's exactly how it happened. That's exactly what happened. I tried to protect it, I tried to make it look great, and then I ripped all the bloody paint that I'd already done off it. It wasn't like, it was only the top half of a thing, but it was still enough that it was like, right, well, that's another fucking day's work. I actually kind of love this model, but I'm not sure, like, really didn't get it perfect. There we go. No. Oh, fuck off. Well, you know when your shit doesn't fucking stick together. Some of these bloody heads. I tried to get different heads to. I can't believe this came off as well. I'm not having a very good day here. Man. I like D2, easy game to play, but I hate that they remove pay content and dislike the grind sometimes. Overall, I enjoy the game. I'm a bit of a. Yeah. No, I played the first one for God knows how long, and then after spending like literally fucking, like, I think I had to buy every single bit of DLC individually. I remember a specific point of time where my mates were all getting, because I had bought it straight out the bat. All my mates had waited a wee bit, and then they were able to get deals on the DLCs and stuff like that, and it was kind of funny. I was having to pay full price for certain parts of it, whereas they had got a deal and got like half the game for free, and it really did piss me off. And then a wee while later, a friend of mine tried to drag me back into it, and I'd had a like pretty high level character by the end of it all. But I mean, the very first mission that we did was the last mission in the storyline. I think it was just a daily or something, and it totally wrecked the, like, there was no point in playing the fucking story at that point, or it wrecked that sort of bit of the game for me. So I ended up sort of, I played a bit of it, but I ended up giving it a miss. I certainly didn't put as much time on it as I did with other ones, but it keeps getting updated, it keeps getting done, and it seems to be getting better and better. I was thinking about jumping back in, but I'm not 100%. Dun, dun, dun. I have all three characters, but main is a hunter, and he's a beast. Cool. Yeah. I did. I got it day one, and I got the two DLCs for it, and then afterwards, because I'd done that and had it, every other DLC that came out, people were getting discounts on it, and I was having to pay full fucking price, and it was driving me up the fucking wall. I can now say I've got 10 Blade Guard, and yay! I'm gonna have to try and get them all out for everyone. Witch Queen DLC was very good. Is this a new... Witch Queen sounds like... Witch Queen sounds old, but fucking... But I'm not 100% sure what... I'm kind of so ready for Darktide now. It's one of them that I'm kind of done myself out. Every other game I pick up right now I go to play, and then I just cannot be asked because I don't know, I think in my head I was so sort of this is what I'll be doing, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed again, and then it got delayed again, and it should have been out. It should be playing it right now. What platform am I on? I kind of primarily game on Xbox, but I've got a PC, but it's not the best rig, put it that way. So like there's certain older games that I play on the sort of PC. I will eventually get it finished if I don't stop spending like 60 quid on paint. I'll get it upgraded. It's a new DLC, cool. But a new one on the way in February. Alright, so you get Fucker Up. Cool. Lightfall's a new one. I'll give that a go. I'm still kind of hoping, what is it, November Darktide drops on the PC. I don't think my PC will be able to run it on the PC, so I'm kind of waiting for on the Xbox now, and it was supposed to be at the same time, but now it's not. Here's, like I said, I was gonna. This was supposed to be the payoff and the live stream. This was me finishing them up, and then the lie was I was supposed to be doing Chaos next, and I went and did another squad of fucking Terminators. I think everyone's sick of me just painting bone armor. £50 for the DLC on CD keys for Xbox. 50 quid. I don't know. I haven't bought an Xbox game in forever because of Game Pass. That's generally fucking. Is it crossplay now? Is Destiny like full blown crossplay? Does it work with? Like, can you play between PC and all the rest of the sort of stuff? Is it? Okay. I might actually go and fucking pick it up then, because then that makes a lot of. That'll stop a couple of people bitching at me. I'll be able to get Gordon in and he won't complain anymore. I'll be able to fucking. So there we go. You guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you for stopping by. Made the end of this stream a hell of a lot better. I actually get to share this. Obviously, I'll put on the transfers for them. But I'm kinda. It's cool getting to actually share all this work with some people. If I don't break them all here, this will be one of them. That was the deluxe edition, by the way, so all the seasons and the 30th anniversary. Alright, okay, so it's like the whole game. I got you. Right, that might be worthwhile. But yeah. These guys need a little bit of damage and then a varnish. Well, no, tied to their base and a varnish, but I'm not going to stream all that. So. 3 seasons is still a chunk of content. The game's been out a while now, isn't it? Oh man, thank you. That's all I can say. It's kind of nice to actually have people to share this stuff with, and it's nice to actually get a good conversation as well. I will have to remember in future. Well, I've followed you, so at the end of the day, I'll probably dip in, fucking, I'll dip in and say hello, see what you're working on, because that Dark Angel is fucking beautiful. It's definitely a hell of a lot more grim dark than mine. I need to get that middle ground. But I am starving now, so I'm not gonna take up any more of your time and all the rest of the sort of stuff, because I'm gonna go and get some food. But I'm gonna love yous and leave yous, and hopefully I will see yous again in a bit and we'll get a chat. Thanks so much, guys. Yous are fucking gods.